All right, welcome to Old Games on a Weekday. Yes, we're continuing with the Nethack run already in progress. This is part 8 of Ooga the Wizard's foray into the Dungeons of Doom. He's Ooga the Magician right now. Magician is his title because he's level, whatever the heck he is, level 13. Let's get this banner off. All right. Hello to everyone in the chat. Eric Johnson, always the first one here. You should get a special award from me, because they don't have awards to give for being the first person to say hello on almost every stream, Eric. And welcome as always, Ryan. Thanks for hitting the like button already. I could just quit right here and I've earned 3 likes. Sometimes I earn 3 likes over the course of an entire 3-hour stream. So I think I'm just going to say goodnight. Good night, folks. Kidding, of course. Right. What the heck are we doing here? Well, first of all, is there anything to say? Not a lot. I don't want to get too into this, but it is slightly noteworthy on the channel. And again, I don't want to get too deep because I don't know if anyone really cares, but the channel, this YouTube channel, has gotten an insane amount of exposure. Just the last Nethack stream, part 7, after the stream was played, YouTube decided to show it in a whole lot of other videos as a suggestion at the end. And I can see in my stats how much that's shown. It was shown nearly 400,000 times. But that said, only 0.2% of people actually clicked through to it. However, that still means a whole lot more views for the last stream. But all after the fact. And you may recall a few streams back, there was basically broke records as far as live viewership for the channel. YouTube was showing, like, I think it was part 4 or 5 of this series, and it showed, like, well, I had like 20 people watching most of the time. Anyway, well, most of you might not care a whole lot about channel stats, but so I don't want to dwell on it too much. But it's pretty cool because, you know, I've been doing the streaming thing for 6 years and it's never really took off hugely. But really, I'm mostly just happy to hang out with my peeps. So, hello to my peeps, Eric and Ryan. Rebrand Nethack only, says Ryan. I mean, honestly, sometimes YouTube. What I understand of the YouTube algorithm is you often do better if you focus on a certain niche. And I probably would do better if I just made the Nethack stream as far as the numbers. Nethack channel. I mean, there's all these ways you could play. You know, I could still have a general purpose channel, but then split off a separate one for Nethack, and maybe that'll take off like gangbusters. But anyway, I don't want to dwell on this too much right now. Yeah, so part 8 of who knows how many. I'm in it to win it or to the death. That's what I've decided. I'm not going to be playing any other old games on this midweek stream that I do. I might make an exception for my Commodore Christmas stream that I do before Christmas every year, if I'm still playing this run by then. But, you know, there's never any guarantees in Nethack. That's part of the appeal to me, is it's so dangerous. You know, one false move and I could just be dead. This whole run could be over. It's a frustration, but it's also, you know, it keeps me coming back to the challenge. I guess I must be a masochist or a glutton for punishment, because, you know, anyone who saw my Saturday night stream last Saturday with Rob, I was playing a Dungeon Quest, the board game called Dungeon Quest, which is also extremely brutal and unfair dungeon crawler in just in board game form as well. So I think I have a weird thing for that. Anyway, why don't we jump into the game and figure out what the heck we were doing? Now, I do remember I was playing to like the point of exhaustion to me to me in the real world. So I kind of was like, all right, I gotta go now. It's just so late, and I took a couple notes because I wasn't remembering. I wasn't gonna remember what to do, but right. So my power is low. I was a little concerned about that. I mean, that'll come back. That's just my magic mana, so to speak. Power is 5 out of 169 at the moment. I was gonna write in the blank spell book. Yeah, that's right. I have a blank spell book. I can write whatever I want. There's a whole mental debate I have to have over that you get to hear me talk about. I'll get back to that in a minute. That's right. I have a potion of gain ability that is uncursed. So that would, in its uncursed form, that would add 1 to one of my attributes here at random. But if you bless it first, which I can do, it'll add 1 to all of them, which I did once before in the game. And it was an exciting moment at the time. Yeah, at this point, the more intelligence, the better. The absolute top you can get is 25, so I'm getting close to that. As an elf, my strength is capped at 18, unfortunately. Getting to 17, dexterity and constitution would be lovely as well. The charisma and wisdom, fine. I'll take it. So that'll be awesome to do, though. That's right. I was because this last stream, the archived video, was taking off so much. I decided to like clean it up a little bit. And one of the ways you can clean up videos on YouTube is you can put like chapters, so that in the in the sliding what do you call it? The horizontal bar, like where you can click the different moments. It'll say this part is sitting on a throne and getting a wish. This is fighting a big nasty monster. So that I figured maybe giving people some guidance instead of here's a 3-hour blob of Nethack. Maybe that would help out viewers who want to watch and enjoy the video. But as I was rewatching, I saw, wait a minute. This was a throne room I cleared out. I killed all the monsters in it. But I didn't bother to sit on the throne. Now you may remember I sat on the throne last stream and in a previous stream, and both of those times I was granted a wish, and I got a little too giddy and excited like a child perhaps. But I've been having incredible luck with the wishes this game so far. And maybe there's another one in store right here in this throne. I mean, I'm not going to expect it. I'm going to say this is going to be the thing that makes me disappointed perhaps. But we'll see. Otherwise, yeah, I might go back up to level 15. Sorry, I'm trying to grind up to level 15 in experience, and then I can enter the wizard's quest. I believe I need 80,000 XP to get to level 14, so I'm kind of almost there for 14, but jumping from 14 to 15 might take a while. Another thing is that given that I'm on dungeon level 20, there's some special levels coming up. I believe the first or the next special level I might find is Medusa's Lair. So that should be fun. Medusa, she does what you would expect. You look at her and you turn to stone. But she's not difficult to deal with. One thing you need on that level is a source of levitation, because it's a bunch of islands separated by water. And I do have a mirror I can just apply. I have a blindfold. Actually, I have a towel. I can put that on my head so I don't see her. I shine a mirror at her, the end of her. What do you get from her? I don't recall. I know you can smash a statue near her, a statue of Perseus, and get a shield of reflection. That is not super appealing to me as a wizard. The shield will ruin my spellcasting ability, and I already have a source of reflection, which is my Silver Dragon Scale Mail. Looking at my inventory here, one thing I definitely want to do at some point is get one more blessed scroll of enchant weapon, and that'll either be a +1 or +2, which pretty much puts me at my limit of enchantability for Magic Bane. On that note, an interesting thing I learned is the more you enchant Magic Bane, the less it will actually inflict its magical special effects on opponents. So it will, when it's +0, it's always constantly like you hit somebody, you stun them, you cancel them, which means if they have magic power, it's canceled out. You might probe them and read their stats. It does all these kind of things. It scares them sometimes. But the more you add plus to it, the less Magic Bane does that. Because the whole point of Magic Bane is supposed to be like an anti-magical thing, I guess. So you're kind of contradicting its core purpose when you enchant it a lot, I guess. is the idea. But it's still worth it to me to enchant it. And that's the general consensus in the Nethack community as well. This still will provide me with magic resistance, which is extremely important. And it's a dagger, which I am an expert skill with, and it has some extra damage because it's Magic Bane innately. And, you know, enchanting is very lovely too. So, right, so one more enchantment, it'll either get me to +6 or +7, and then one more after that would not be okay. There would be a high risk of it disintegrating. So that's why you want to stop at the next one. Although, hypothetically, I could keep going. There's a way to play it so you try to... This is very not easy to do. But what you can do is if you only wind up with a +6, is you can intentionally try to dull it, which brings it back to +5. However, one of the appeals of Magic Bane is it's an Athame. And an Athame is a special dagger that you can't dull so easily. Now, normally if you engrave in the ground, like you want to engrave Elbereth or whatever with a dagger, it gets dulled and it has a minus to its plus. So for example, if I engrave with one of these +0 daggers, it'll become -1. But Athame is inherently, you know, resistant to that, I guess, because it's super durable and sharp or whatever the explanation is. So in order to make that happen with Magic Bane, I would have to make it cursed. And only then would it dull when I engrave with it. And then I could bring it down to +5 that way. And read the another blessed scroll of Enchant Weapon. And hope I get the +7 that time. And if that doesn't work, I repeat, it's not worth it in my view, unless I somehow come into a glut of all the things I need, like just like the enchant weapon scrolls, and I don't even know how I make it cursed. Honestly, I have to figure that out. Then I have to make it blessed again when I get to +7. So it's basically I'm just gonna play it like enchant it one more time, hope for the best. If it's +6, so be it. All right. Ryan says, Medusa always makes me think of Clash of the Titans. Me too, actually. That's the first thing I think of. Right, so first thing I'm going to do here is, from that to-do list, sort of, I'm going to do the potion of gain ability thing, which is a no-brainer to me, so let's just get out of the way. I'm going to take out one potion of holy water and the potion of gain ability, and I dip. Gotta wonder the mechanics of dipping one potion into another. Maybe like mix them. But I'm gonna dip potion of gain ability into the holy water, and now it is blessed, as we can see here. And so I might as well drink it. Take a look at the attributes on the right here. It's always fun to check this out. Quaff. Bam. Oh, I'm already maxed out in Constitution. Look at that. Oh, I'm already maxed out in Intelligence too. I didn't know that. Okay, so I guess my Constitution can't get beyond 16. It's still good, but the biggest thing there was probably the dexterity. I think my intelligence can still go up with this magic helm. Every plus on the Helm of Brilliance will increase my intelligence by 1, but I cannot get any more with the basically can't get any more innate intelligence. So that was a little bit disappointing, but still good. Basically, I got wisdom, dexterity, and charisma. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Dan says Athame equals adamantium. Well, Athame is a real thing, right? It's a sacrificial. Here you go. Or not, I keep thinking it was sacrificial, more like a ritualistic, black-handled, double-edged dagger. Yeah, they can read the whole history of it here on Merriam-Webster. But, yeah. It looks very pointy. Okay. Welcome, though, Dan. Right. Why don't we go to the throne room? I mean, there's a possible wish at hand. I'm going to keep my expectations low. It's not going to happen this time, I'm saying. But there is a brown pudding in front of me that kind of stopped me in my tracks. Trying to remember, is there any benefit to, like, sort of farming them? Not, like, really farming them, but... there was a time when I encountered some kind of pudding, and I was... Not talking about Jell-O pudding pops. Sorry, bear with me a second. The idea that, do I want to try to maximize my division of them or not? I don't remember how this works. And I'm losing my browser tabs and getting confused here because I'm an idiot. Here we go. All right, I got a brown pudding. That's right. They can give you a whole lot of no, that's the resistances they have. They can grant you these guys, these resistances. I have all of those already though. Cold resistance, shock resistance, poison resistance. So it's not really any point of trying to maximize their division. The way you basically do that is, I think you want to hit them with as minimal damage as possible. So that if you kill it, well then you kill it. But if you just damage it, it has a good chance of splitting. Yeah. And there used to be a whole like pudding farm strategy. I mean, there still is, but all of these like globby types, they used to leave a corpse, and then people would use tricks to like make them come back to life and stuff. I don't remember how. So the Nethack developers made it so they don't drop corpses. They're like a special class of dead thing that just says like a brown glob of pudding or something like that. It's a separate classification. And Dandemans, I thought it was a type of metal, not a type of dagger. Good to know. Yeah, it's a type of dagger. That sounds like it's not really designed for fighting. If it's just ceremonial, but I don't know. I'm using it. Okay, I'm also concerned, can I just fight this thing? Is it going to corrode any of my stuff? Does it rust or corrode? It will. It looks like it has a decay by. Yeah, so it's going to corrode organic stuff. Is that it? Okay, so yeah, it could. I think it probably could corrode my elven cloak. I'm better off just stepping back and magic missiling it or something. You kill it, you kill it. I killed two things. And there is a small glob of brown pudding. Yeah, and I have all these resistances, so I don't know. Do I want to eat it? It would hurt me a little because it's acidic. I'll just leave it alone. I'm already satiated also. You can see my dog doesn't want to eat. Why am I burdened, by the way? Oh, I have the scroll of blank paper on my person, which I probably should. I want to write that. But I'll do one thing at a time, though. I want to go to the, the throne. And, there, now we're no longer burdened. I want to try to get a wish or genocide from the throne. Which square is it on? Lotfe. Actually, I can do this. Terrain. Known map without monsters objects. There it is. There's that hidden throne. It's under some stuff. The chest here. It's locked. Oh, how did I miss that before, too? Jeez. Like, miss a chest and the whole point of a throne room, the actual throne. Loot the chest. Take something out. Okay. It's an unknown ring, which could be interesting. I can't cast... Identify just yet because I'm so low on power. Alright, but I'll do that when I can. So for the throne, you want to not have any gold on your person. You can put it in your container, though, safely, I'm pretty sure. I feel like I read that recently. I have 3,300 gold in my container. I hope it... By the way, what I'm talking about, by the way, is there's an outcome when you sit on a throne that it makes you lose all your gold on hand. But I think you, if it's in a container, you're fine. Eric Johnson says, probes the brown pudding. Yep, I'm probing the brown pudding. Sure, there's a joke in there. Let's just sit on it. Hey, somehow feel out of place. Let's pull up the throne outcomes. I'm pretty sure that one is a no op. Nothing happened. Ice troll. Yeah, that's when you sit on the throne, there's a 2/3 chance nothing happens, and it usually says you're out of place. But it just has a cute little optional message. If you're any kind of a royal type, like a queen bee or a dwarf king or an elven king, etc., instead of saying you feel out of place, it'll say you feel very comfortable here because you're like a king and you're sitting on a throne. Get it? Your vision becomes clearer. What is that? If your luck is non-negative and you don't, or oh, this is great, and you don't already have the intrinsic see invisible, you acquire that intrinsic. All right, I can see invisible now. It's a permanent thing. So let's take note of that. Cool. I was actually just thinking that's something I'm glaringly lacking. And also invisibility. So we got one of those two things. All right, so even if it doesn't result in a wish, I'm pretty happy with this throne so far. You feel out of place. The throne vanishes in a puff of luck. All right, so no wish. Yeah, but the invisible ain't bad. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got a browser tab. Does anybody have browser tab issues? I gotta like kill stuff and move stuff. I have like multiple browsers open. I'm trying to like move the tabs all into one browser window because they're all over the place. And sometimes at work, I see somebody sharing their screen on Zoom and they have a much bigger problem than I do. I see like these tiny slivers for each browser tab at the top. And I'm like, how do you guys find anything? They might have like literally 100 tabs open at once. It's a problem. All right. Well, yeah, so I got see invisible. Where shall we go? Where do we go? I don't know. I got some heavy potions and stuff now, but I'm going to try to put them in my bag of holding. I'm not sure it's worth having an extra ring of stealth, honestly. I always have to try to, like, counter my instincts of hoarding. But you know what? I feel like I might as well check if it's blessed first, right? Then I'll drop one of the stealth rings. But what level are we on? 20? And what's the farthest we've gone? So basically, I'm wondering if there's a new level next. Yeah, it looks like a new level is next. It could be Medusa. Travel to the stairs. Magic whistle to summon the pet. Yeah, being burned is not the way to go. I don't know. This is my internal problem. Can I identify anything yet? Maybe I should try that. Should I write the spell book? Why don't I write the spell book before going forward? I have to decide what I actually want. That's okay. It's a fun problem to have. All right, let's zap. Identify. Which one first? The steel ring sounds the most interesting. A cursed ring of aggravate monster. That's good to know. Aggravate monster. Is there any valid strategy to that? Or should I just dump it? That just makes everybody pissed off at you. It makes it easier for monsters to notice and track the hero. As an intrinsic, it's difficult to get rid of. Yeah, I'm just going to drop this. I'm going to not hoard it and say maybe I can come up with a clever use for it in the year 2085. I'm just dropping it. And that's that. Can I identify anything else? No, I only have 4 power. Let's rest a bit. Identify. Right now, it's basically just like for blessed curse status stuff. Uncursed potion of confusion. Gonna rest some more. Gain energy. That could be good. I'm low on energy right now. Well, why don't we go downstairs and see if we're meeting Medusa or not? No, we're not. I'm not at her yet. I'll just bum around and fight things for now, even if I'm burdened. It is dark here. Not a fog cloud. No. Guess I ought to take out a lamp. A mountain nymph, is it? Hello, mountain nymphy. Wanna fight? Doggy, go get her. Ruff, ruff. The mountain nymph smiles at Leoncito too seductively. You're trying to seduce my dog. All right, go Leoncito eats the mountain nymph. Oh, I was trying to... Actually, I forgot I was trying to get teleportitis, so I should have tried to eat it. Oh, well. Quivering blob. Yeah, because I'm at a level... Beyond a level at which I can teleport on command if I have teleportitis. And also, I do have a ring of teleport control I can put on, so I can choose where I want to go. I always forget what a quivering blob does. They don't do much, basically. But they can grant you poison resistance if you actually need that. Beyond that point. I'll eat it anyway. Yum. Who are you? Statue of a green elf. Okay. And a sink. Oh, should we go for the dishwasher? The dishwasher is a succubus. Or an incubus if you're female. And if you have enough of charisma and, what is it, intelligence, you can actually power up from their seductive encounters, so to speak. So if I drink from the... Well, let's look at succubus. Fukubus, they call it. The dishwasher returns. That's the message you get when you find a fukubus. Once per sink, you can get a dishwasher. But it's usually better to kick the sink, right? Yeah. Oh, this is under kicking. Do they not come if you just... No pun intended. If you just drink from the sink? Yeah, I think you have to kick it. All right, let's kick the sink for a while. Sounds like a fun activity. You can also get a ring once per sink from kicking it. I kick the sink. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, I wasn't very smart. Your right leg is in no shape for kicking. I will apply the unicorn horn to heal my leg. Oh, it doesn't work like that? Yeah, I guess the unicorn horn can't heal your bum leg. But it heals very quickly. It's like usually like 10 turns or something. So that's better now. My leg's better. Clunk. The pipes vibrate noisily. Clunk again. Black ooze gushes up from the drain. What, we got a black pudding? And these guys corrode too, right? So like the brown one, they divide on. These ones corrode. Corrodes both iron and bronze objects on contact. The bite attack can corrode worn armor, while the passive can corrode weapons that hit the black pudding, including boots and gloves. And it can give me resistances I don't need anymore as well. Yeah, it's kind of the disappointing thing. Once you get too many resistances, it gets less exciting about, oh, I can kill this thing and eat it and power up in some way. That's all right. Let's just shoot. Oh, it's catching up with me pretty fast because I'm burdened, huh? Oh God, it divided. It turns to flee. Let's shoot it. I kill it. You feel vibrations. Why do I feel vibrations? Good vibrations. Look, my helm of brilliance is protected by the layer of grease. Yeah. All right, we got a glob of black pudding. These ones break vegetarian contact. There's so many subtle little things and subtle details. So every other pudding you eat does not break vegan conduct. In other words, if you're trying to maintain your character as being a vegan, it's fine to eat every other glob of blobby thing you kill, but not black pudding. And you think about that and go, oh, in the real world, black pudding comes from what? It's a dish made from blood. So that's why it breaks vegan. And also it breaks... Oh, sorry, I got a little bit wrong. Unlike other globs which break vegan conduct, black pudding globs also break vegetarian conduct. So it breaks vegetarian conduct. All right, I don't know. Do I want to eat this thing? I don't think it matters. Cure stoning on the first bite. Can you, like... They will rot. Will they rot? I feel like if they don't rot, I can just carry it around. It's very heavy, actually. Or is that not the glob? It's only the life. I don't know. I think I have lizards that can cure stoning anyway. Let me check my bag. What the hell is elemental? Holy shit. Sorry. Oh, it's a Invisible Stalker. Oh, I can see it because of my see invis. I gotta think about this for a minute. If you eat an invisible stalker while you're invisible, I think you get permanent invisibility, which would be good to have. And the first time you, well, if you eat an invisible stalker when you're not invisible, you become invisible temporarily, I believe. Then you eat another one. So basically, if you have two of them, you can go, oh, I eat you, then I eat you, and now I'm permanently invisible. Something like that. So if I have a source of invisibility, I don't know if I do, I could put like a ring or something. Is there even a ring of invisibility? Anyway, let me just see what I got here. Stalker, yeah, conveys invisibility. See invisible, only if invisible when corpse. Oh, so it grants see invisible if eaten while if eaten while you're invisible, which I already have. But the invisibility is only temporary, 50 to 149 turns. All right, that's fine. Oh, wait. Oh, you get both those things. If you're already invisible, you're permanently invisible, and you're granted see invisible. Okay. Then the only problem is you can't go into stores because they say invisible customers are not welcome unless you. This is the strange exception. If you put on a mummy wrapping over your invisible body, then you are visible, and the store, the shopkeepers will let you in again. I don't know why my armor doesn't work that way. Only mummy wrapping. So I might have to pick up a mummy wrapping at some point if I go this route. Anyway, I have to see, do I have a means of making myself invisible just so I can eat him? Oh, look at that. It's right here. Uncursed Ring of Invisibility. I don't know. I couldn't remember if that's even a thing in the game. All right, so I'm invisible, and I might as well kill the invisible stalker and eat it. That seems like a smart thing to do. And that pudding. Get out of here, pudding. I'm scaring the pudding away with my blade. Let's kill the invisible stalker. Keep an eye on hit points and everything. All right, stalker corpse, let's eat it. Ah, shit. Forgot about that. I'm too full. I don't have on my magical breathing amulet, so I could die if I hit yes here. I could choke to death. Well, there'll be more invisible stalkers around, so I will say no for now. Okay, for next time I have to remember that. That's disappointing, though. No, don't want to risk my life here. Actually, I can put it on now and then finish it. Yeah, I can put on the amulet. That'll make me vomit instead of choke, which is very attractive. Magical breathing. Here we go. I can finish the corpse here. Put on. Yeah, so the magical. It's verifying. The message above says, uncursed amulet of magical breathing being worn. Now I can eat. I've never done this before, but I read it in the wiki, so I'm a little nervous that it might not work, but it should. Let's do it. You finally finished. You feel hidden. Okay, so I didn't actually choke. I rolled the right dice number or whatever, so I'm good. I didn't have to vomit. And it says you're finally finished. You feel hidden. All right. So that means I'm invisible. Fortunately, my doggy can smell where I am at all times. And my intrinsic list just got cooler. Intrinsic protection, 7. Shock resistant. Poison, cold, fire, sleep, resistant. See invisible, invisible. Alrighty. I guess I'm gonna remove the choke, anti-choke thing. It's not called that, but magical breathing. I'm stunned. That's right, you get stunned when you eat an invisible stalker for a short while. Let's use the unicorn horn to counter that. Feel a bit steadier now. Alrighty. Shall we do some more identifications? Do all of these things. Potion of gain energy. Uncursed potion of gain energy. Alright. Potion of sea. I mean, some of these things are only worthwhile as water at this point. And they're quite heavy, some of these potions, so I think I'm going to drop a few garbage potions. I mean, you can also get into alchemy, but I don't know. I never really had good results with it. Alchemy is when you can like mix potions together and stuff. I found you can get some good stuff to happen, but if I recall, it's very tedious and almost Minecraft. You know, it might be worth looking at the wiki though, because maybe I could get some like gain levels or something. I don't know. I might have forgotten how that works. So here's like a little flow chart. Basically, you can get gain ability. That's the or gain level. No, that's if you dip. Let me just read this thing. Here's the recipes. Okay, yeah, so gain level is obviously a very good potion, but that's one of the inputs, one of the ingredients. It's not one of the outputs. But full healing can be great to have. You can make that from extra healing and gain energy. I want to do that, actually. And you can get extra healing by mixing healing and gain energy, or healing and speed. Anytime it says gain level as an ingredient, I'm just gonna be like, no, I'm not using that. Like, I'm not even gonna consider that. That's silly. But maybe I could make a full healing right now. I have 3 gain energy. I mean, gain energy could be good as a wizard, but I'd feel better with some full healings on my person, honestly. Yeah, so I can mix extra healing. Let's try it. How do you actually do this? I've explored this so infrequently, I don't remember. Or you just dip one into the other? Oh, I have a diluted extra healing, and here it says something like you have to be careful about using diluted potions. So okay. Some of the recipes are difficult. Also, you can make a potion of gain level, but that one only has a 60% chance. That's you mix a potion of enlightenment and potion of levitation together. Okay, I don't think I have any enlightenments. Yeah, they're very valuable potion of gain level, so I can see why they make it a risky thing. Although you can make booze. That's a risky thing to make. Confusion and gain level, or confusion and gain energy turns into booze. Go figure. Look at how do you actually do this? Is it dip mix type function? Mix type? What's the function in the game? Why is it telling me the source code function and not just the command to do it? You dip one potion to the other. All right. To mix the 2 into a new uncursed diluted potion. Oh, the output is always diluted, I guess. Okay. Well, let's try one of these. Gain energy and extra healing. I'll avoid messing with diluted extra healing. So we're going to take out one of the gain energies, one of the extra healings, and we just dip one into the other. Does it matter the order? Probably not. All right, let's just try it. Dip D extra healing into gain energy. The mixture looks smoky. Diluted potion of full healing. That's right. Remember we found the smoky potions happened to coincide with a full healing potion this time. The smoky potions always have a chance of unlocking a genie. So it's I'm not sure if that's the best collision to have. Like, in other words, it'd be better if it was something else random I don't care much about. Yeah, so you can see full healing is smoky. So I don't know how to complete that sentence. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I feel like it's bad because I want to hold on to full healing for when I need full healing. But it might be like, hey, a genie comes out instead. Then I'll be like, cool, I got a wish, but then I die because I really needed to be healed in that moment. I will see how it plays out, I guess. But yeah, it's diluted. So I'm assuming if I use diluted as one of the ingredients, that would probably result in... Are there 2 levels of dilution? I feel like there are. Or does it go diluted then water? But it's probably going to be an extra level along the dilution chain. Basically. I'm Alchemy will not dilute an already diluted potion, so it is safe to convert a potion of healing into a diluted potion of extra healing, and then into a diluted potion of full healing. Oh, so I could probably make another one right now then. All right, let's try it. Part of me is just trying to like not only get better potions, but dump some of the weight that I'm carrying. You know, like all these potions I have that are weighing me down. I can mix this. Anyway, full healing is better for sure. Anyway, extra healing and another gain energy. Excuse me, by the way. And I'll dip one into the other. Y into K. Diluted potion of full healing again. Another smoky potion. When smoky things. I do have a blessed potion of full healing on my person. Leoncito 2's playing with the, the small glob of black pudding. Like, I don't think I want to eat this. Ruff. Alright. What else? I'm gonna just... What can I do with potion of sea invisibility? For alchemy purposes. It's kind of garbage to me now that I have permanent see invisible. I can produce see invisible only. Yeah, that's kind of suck. Oh, I didn't even notice. You can actually bless a potion of see invisible and get the intrinsic permanently that way, but I already have it. All right. And how do you get the level up one again? You need to get confusion and that's the booze one. Enlightenment and then levitation. Yeah, unfortunately, enlightenment is very rare. Oh, so you could you could do it this way. You can mix. Again, I'm not even considering gain level because that's too good. But I could mix confusion if I have one and gain energy, and I have a 3 in 10 chance of getting a potion of enlightenment, which I could then in turn mix with a potion of levitation to have a 60% chance of a potion to gain level. And unfortunately, there's also a 10% chance of an alchemical blast from each of those. And how does that blast work? Just damage to you, or is it like destroying your stuff? Okay, so it would cause D10 damage, which is nothing. Abuses strength, which is nothing. They have the unicorn horn. It generates vapors from the potion that was being dipped. The vapors are like a minor effect. Yeah, if somebody throws a potion at you, for example, you might sniff the vapors, and there's like just a very minor effect. For example, if you sniff the vapors of a healing potion, you restore 1 hit point only. All right. So where am I going with this? Do I want to try it? It might be fun to try a little bit. If I even have confusion and what was it? Confusion and gain energy. Yeah, let's do it. Part of me is wondering, I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. Not overthink things. I mean, you kind of have to overthink things. Part of me is going, well, gain energy could be so great as a wizard. It probably can be. But I know there's also the quest. Yeah, here you go, overthinking things. The quest artifact you get as a wizard makes you regenerate power very quickly. So if I complete the quest, I'll be having a fast power regeneration anyway. And it's called the Eye of something. Eye of Ethiopia. Yeah, faster energy regeneration. Doesn't mean a potion of gain energy is useless, but anyway, I'm gonna try this. So yeah, again, we have a 60% chance of making booze, 30% chance of getting enlightenment, and 10% chance of an alchemical blast, which I should be able to handle. Here we go, nothing. Mixing confusion with gain energy. Ah, we got the blast. Potion of confusion mixes with the potion of gain energy. Boom, they explode. You feel somewhat dizzy. So I took, it looks like just 6 damage. You can see over here. Oh, that was crap. I got the lowest probability outcome. Oh well. That's what happens when you play with fire or play with potions, I guess. All right. What now? Guess I'm gonna cool it with alchemy for a little while because I don't think I have much I can do with it. But it's cool. I have some potions of Full healing that I didn't have before. Now one can mix speed and healing to get extra healing. You don't have any regular healing. All right, so I'm gonna leave this alone for the moment. That was fun to try though. And yeah, I got a couple full healing potions, so not a terrible outcome. Let's try to get the succubus to come. You know, jokes. Here we go. The dishwasher returns. That's no, Leoncito, do not kill the succubus. How do I make him heal or not attack people? I don't think I can. Anyway, let me review the Fucubus wiki. Am I supposed to be taking off my clothes or something first? Right, so they possess the standard demon resistance, blah, blah, blah. They lead with a special seduction attack, which is equal parts dangerous and empowering for the player character. Attempting to apply a saddle to Fucubus will abuse wisdom and print yet another funny message. All right, so you cannot put a saddle on the succubus. Well, you can, but you get a funny message. Applying a mirror will cause it to steal it and teleport away. So how do I play this? Seduction. You can actually disable it. There's a compile time option. So if you build Nethack yourself, which is beyond most people who play games, I guess. Though perhaps not beyond most Nethack players. You could disable it if it's, I don't know, if it's too much of an adult thing for you, I guess. They're heterosexual. I think in the newest version, they're making that optional. You can specify, like by default, it'll be heterosexual, but you can specify your preference. But anyway, let's not get into that. Hostile focus. All right. First, the Fucubus will attempt to take off all the hero's worn armor, regardless of if it's cursed. They will ask for permission with each item with a probability of charisma over 20. My charisma is 12. I mean, I could just take the stuff off. They'll never attempt to remove a worn amulet or blindfold. You can tell the little subtleties here. And will ignore rings except a ring of adornment, which increases your charisma. And this is actually a funny touch, too. If you're a female and you're dealing with an incubus who is male, they may put a ring on one of your fingers. And the succubus may ask you for the ring. It's so bizarre. Anyway. So what are the positive and negative effects? Right, what it does is, or how the die roll works, so to speak, it adds up your intelligence and charisma. Those are what come into play. And my intelligence is really high. Charisma is pretty good. Total of 34. And so it picks a random number between 1 and 35. So basically, there's a 1 in 35 chance if the roll is 35 that I get a bad effect. Otherwise, I get a good effect. And here are the good effects. Restores all power. I could do that right now. It increases maximum by 1 to 5. Hell yeah. Exercises your constitution. This is con increased by 1. Wisdom increased by 1. Raise your experience by 1. Heals all hit points and exercises strength. Yeah, this is great. Let's get naked. Now, the problem is my dog might kill her. I don't know what to do about him. Honestly, though, I don't think he's going to kill it. Let's see what happens. Should I take off my... No, I'll let her take it off. No, don't fight Lance. All right, I gotta get him. I gotta get the dog out of here. How am I gonna do this? I will go up the stairs. Oh no, don't fight it. Come on. Shoot, they're gonna kill each other. Probably Leoncito will kill. I'm gonna move away and then use my magic whistle. There we go. Let's go up the stairs, Leoncito. Leave me with my woman, my demon woman for the moment. All right, he's on a separate level now. Oh, don't hit the succubus. No. Read the scroll of teleport. Oh, did I blow it because I accidentally hit her? And like now she's not going to seduce me anymore. I don't know. Let me try going back to her. Maybe she'll calm down after I attacked her. Fall into a pit. Let me put on my towel to see where she's at. This game makes no sense if you're not used to it. Still have my ring of invis on. I forgot about that. There she is. She's right there. Hello, I'm sorry I smacked you. Here we go. Yeah, take off all my stuff. Yeah, level up. Now, I was kind of just on the border of that level anyway. That's okay. All right. It's on the house. Yeah, she tries to take some money from you, I think, but I have it all in my bag of holding. So, yeah, let's see where she's at now. She teleported over there. I'm going to be yeah, I'm going to be I'll just walk over to her without any armor on, even though it's a little bit dangerous. Ah, killed it. Okay. I feel really dumb. I hate when I accidentally kill things. See, most things, I guess I'm not used to it. Most things that you don't want to kill, you get a prompt for. Like if you bump into a shopkeeper, it'll be like, you really want to attack the shopkeeper? And so in this case, I don't know, I just screwed up. All right, well, I got a level. Not the worst thing. And she was carrying a small glob of black pudding. All right, blah, blah, blah. Should I take off the lamp? I don't know. I guess it's worth kicking the sink some more to try to get the ring out of it. But there's only one succubus per sink, just as there's only one ring per. Here we go. You see a ring. It is a gold ring. Oh, look at that. I don't know that one. Let's identify it. Ring of protection from shape changers. It's kind of meh. I'm powerful enough that I'm not going to be bitten by any shape changers, really. But it's cool to know. Identify next. Oh, I'm getting multiple identifies with this one. Potion, I guess. Cursed potion of seeing invisible. Uncursed ring of stealth. All right, Ryan is out. See you, Ryan. Thanks for watching these zany hijinks in the world of Nethack. And I'll see you next time, I'm sure. Let's drop this ring. We don't care about it. I'm so disappointed I killed her by accident. Whoopsie. What are some good rings I have that I might want to have handy? This conflict is always good to have in a jam. All right, let's go find the doggo again. Come here, doggy. A rabid rat. It's like a level 1 type of monster. Iguana. You want to eat this iguana, Leoncito? You can eat it. Well, that level wasn't the worst thing to get. Another putting in a cockatrice. Honestly, as much as the cockatrices are fearsome, I can't remember the last time I died from one. Like, we're talking like maybe 20 years ago or so. I don't have any of my armor on, though, which is not great. I gotta get out of here. Forgot to put on my armor. I just don't want to deal with that. I closed the Leoncito on the other side of it. Sorry, Leoncito. I think I will just put on my armor and then go help him out. All right, I'm fast again. Let's open the door. Should check out where everybody is. All right. There's the cockatrice. Actually, let me leave it on. Ah, mother. Brown pudding rotted my elven cloak. I didn't see it because it doesn't have a brain. I should have realized it. All right. Let me put on this lamp again so I can actually see them coming at me. Sucks. But I do want to get a different cloak ultimately anyway. Probably cloak of protection or a robe. Not sure which I'm gonna wind up with. Definitely want to get magic cancellation, which is what those things provide. Cloak of protection provides the best cancellation you can get. What's going on, guys? You coming to attack me? Man. Here, you go get Leoncito. You can go kill the brown pudding. Come on, go in front of me. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll do a force bolt. A basic force bolt. Beam. Alright, there we go. It's dead. Here comes the cockatrice. Let's magic missile that thing. It's dead. Alright. Now, I still don't have any damn gloves, so I gotta be super careful. Let's verify auto pickup is off. Auto pickup is currently off. But all it takes is auto pickup, stepping on the corpse, dead if you don't have gloves. But I think it didn't leave a corpse, actually. So that's good. It can be fun to smack things with it sometimes, but you need the gloves. Gnome Lord corpse, thonged club, worthless glass. Another one. It's funny, it's like straight down there. I can just shoot. Go a little closer. Shoot, magic missile. Kill the cockatrice. Auto pickup off. There it is. A bell. It's not the bell, right? Potion of water. Statue of an orc captain that comes to life. Okay. Pair of hard shoes, man. Let's identify these things for the fun of it. We'll get the proper names of all these things. Pair of iron shoes, that's all it is. Drop that. I have enough energy for another identify at the moment. I do have the spellbook still. Should I write something? There's something I've been debating in my head about crowning, which we're not talking about babies here, but you can get the special status known as crowned if you pray when you're piously aligned and extremely lucky. And you get a title, an additional skill slot, several intrinsic resistances, and possibly a gift. Now, as a wizard, at the cost of a greatly increased prayer timeout, meaning you cannot pray twice in, a row, so to speak. You have to wait a much longer amount of time. That's the downside. But as a wizard, the gift is basically, if you don't already have one, and you don't have these guys either, you get a blessed spellbook of Finger of Death. So I could either get that. I would definitely want to get that. But do I want to just write it myself or get it via crowning? If I crowning, this sounds awesome. An additional skill slot isn't bad. The intrinsic resistances, however, they're stuff I already have. It sounds great if you don't have them all. But I have all these. So pretty much it comes down to, do I want to get that spellbook and a skill slot at the cost of an increased prayer timeout? So some people avoid crowning, as it says here. I don't know what my alignment is at the moment. I accidentally killed a friendly chaotic critter last stream, so it might be a little bit down. But yeah, this is what it says. Your prayer timeout is greatly increased permanently. That said, I don't really rely on prayer, and also late in the game, once you're in the Gehenna levels, you simply are not allowed to pray there. So it tends to be less of a thing you need later in the game. And if something's going to kill you, you're probably going to die anyway. So I don't know. It's possible to compensate for the increased prayer time by making a large number of sacrifices. Yeah. So I don't know. It's something I can't decide. I don't know what my alignment is. I guess I can try applying my stethoscope right now. I have one, right? Yeah, there we go. It says I'm piously chaotic. And it says you have to be at least piously aligned, so I think I'm good. And extremely lucky, which it doesn't say here, but I think I'm still extremely lucky because I remember I bumped up my luck quite a bit, and I have a luck stone which keeps it from expiring. So I think if I prayed right now, I would get crowned. I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe I should just avoid it. I think I'm going to go for avoiding it, which means it's a totally valid option now to just write that spell book. But let's take a look at some other spells that are available. There's so many spells in this game, it's hard to see them all. You know, most players don't start with any spells, most character types, and usually even if you're a wizard, you don't get a million of them, so it's very hard to know all the spells. But we have these different categories of them. And I have skill in pretty much only attack. My identification is a divination spell. And I have a healing spell. Anyway. The only one I've really leveled up, though, is attack. But here's all the spells. We got under the attack, Force Bolt, Drain Life, Magic Missile, Cone of Cold, Fireball, and Finger of Death. Finger of Death being the Death Ray. Just kind of, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. It's pretty nice. But I wonder how much it costs to cast. 35 power each time you use it. Yeah, so that's pretty expensive. But there's other things to consider. I also don't know which categories I can level up as a wizard. I don't think I can do every category. I can do... Yeah, here's the spells I can do, basically. Healing, enchantment. Well, I can get up to skilled in healing, enchantment, and clerical, and I can get up to expert in it. Attack, divination, escape, and matter. That might be all the categories, actually. That was 7 of them? Yeah, looks like all of them. Basically, I can do well in all of them. Okay. But the best ones for a wizard are these 4, probably. All right. So what other spells we have available here? Divination. Hey, what's up? Dan has an idea. I like Dan's ideas. He's got good ideas. He said, neat if there were the Super Ascension run where you had to clear all available character quests. Wonder if Wizard could defeat Ashikaga equally easy, or if you'd get bisected and insta-killed like last time. Yeah, I mean, he's a tough one. Really, though, the best thing you can do is blast him with a Wand of Death. And not be... See, last time I had this problem where I'd zapped myself with a Wand of Cancellation accidentally, and all my, like, pluses went to crap. And I was kind of underpowered when I was fighting him. But yeah, Wand of Death will do him in. But look, there's a lot of other goodies that shouldn't be overlooked here. Here's the divination stuff. Clairvoyance is kind of garbage because I have that intrinsically from eating floating eyes. I already have Identify. Some of these can situationally be great, like Detect Treasure. But yeah, the Spellbook of Magic Mapping could be quite nice. Just every level, boom, just cast a spell, it maps out the level for you. And some of the later levels, it's actually quite recommended to have magic mapping one way or another. You can get the scroll or just the spell. So that's not bad at all. Light might not be bad even. I'm not going to write light, though. If I encounter it, sure. you know, if I just stumble across it. Escape spells. Got jumping, haste self, which I already have but don't really use. Invisibility, which is permanent for me. Levitation. Teleport away. Okay. See, these ones don't seem that useful because I have boots of jumping. I can just put them on. Hey self, I'm already at max speed with the speed boots on. I already have permanent invisibility. I think I have a ring of invisibility, levitation, and teleport away is nice. That's actually nice. It works like the wand of teleport, so you can like make things go away. That actually could be pretty nice. Anyway, since I think I'm leaning against crowning, it does make sense to go for Finger of Death. I'm such a wuss with polymorph, but I should try to go on a polypile spree at some point. Polypiling is a term for when you put you put some stacks of items in the way of your polymorph blast, and every kind of object will transform into a different object of the same type. So you can just sort of put piles of garbage around, you know, and with enough rolls of the dice with the transformation, you pick out some really good stuff from that. But I don't know, I've never been into doing that. Sometimes I have to break. Sometimes I have these like just sort of preferences that I have no rational basis for. Like I don't really like doing that, but you know, it could really benefit my game. I might want to try it at some point. I'd have to go around and collect a bunch of junk items. Anyway, Spellbook of Charm Monster could be fantastic. You just when you cast Charm Monster, just stuff around you is now your pet. Oh no, I'm surrounded by a bunch of trolls. They're now all my pets. So even if you don't, you know, keep them and, you know, lead them to from one level to the next and, you know, keep them with you, it's like negating the risk. They're not bad guys anymore, essentially. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I think I am just going to go with Finger of Death, however. So let's commit to that and keep going. I need to figure out how many charges in my magic markers I need. I might need to use a scroll of charging on one of them. Finger of Death. This is going to take 35 to 69 inks to write. That's insane. That actually actually makes me want to reconsider my aversion to crowning. That's a lot of magic marker juice. So if we take out, yeah, you can see I have one with 18, one with 14, one with 12. If I could like take the ink out of one and put it in another, that would be fantastic. But I don't know. Well, let's remind myself how the charging of magic markers works. That's important. I think what I learned is you want to go with uncursed charging, which... Oh, let's look it up. Alright, so here's the charges of everything. Can always write more scrolls of genocide. Finger of Death is like one of the most expensive things in the game, along with some of these other spells. Great Familiar, that sounds fun. How have I never seen that before? The clerical spell, though. Anyway, how do we charge? Charging, here we go. Because of the total gain of 50 charges, it's best to recharge your marker when it's totally empty. Blessed charging, in this case, gives no advantage over uncursed. An exception would be if you want to write a level 6 or 7 spell book, in which case, which is what I'm going for, in which case you may want to use a blessed scroll of charging to push a marker to 75. All right, I gotta remind myself of the math here, though. Where is all that written? There we go. So it can only be recharged once. A blessed charge will add 15 to 30 charges, then round up to 50 or 75 if able. An uncursed charge will add 10 to 20, then round up to 50 if able. Charges are capped at 127. All right, so the idea is with my current state of pretty low charges, what I'd have to do is To guarantee I can have the maximum of 69 charges to write Finger of Death, what I probably want to do is first pick one I want to use. I want to use it to as low as possible, like get it down to 1 or 0 or 2, write a scroll or whatever the heck. And then I would probably use an uncursed charge, which would round it up to 50. And then I guess I would use a blessed charge to jump it up to 75. Well, what it'll do is it'll add 15 to 30, and then if it's less than 75, it'll round up to 75. So I'll have somewhere between 75 and 80 after using an uncursed charging and a blessed charge, which I happen to have, and I also have a blessed charging on top of that. So I could totally do this, but it's expensive. I'm using 2 charging scrolls. And, you know, there's a random element to this. The Finger of Death might only use 35 charges, but most likely it's going to be something in between. But the idea is you don't want to have less than 69. And if that is randomly determined to be the, you know, the cost of it, and you're out of, you only have, say, 60 charges or 65, then, oh, well, you just exhaust your magic marker and you don't have the spell. So that would suck. All right, I guess I'm going to do that. I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to have one last thought about it. Do I just want a crown? The real downside is just I can't pray much. You know what I need to figure out is how less often can you pray? Like, it doesn't really say in that thing I was reading here. It just says greatly increased prayer timeout. Like, what? Maybe in the prayer timeout page it'll talk about that. Prayer timeout is reset by praying. I didn't know this. A successful wish increases your prayer timeout. So it's still not clear to me exactly the math here. I mean, it's like, oh, here we go. Okay, so there's a random element to it, and 95% confidence means this is how it's almost always going to work, basically. If the god is pleased and you're crowned or a demigod, does that mean you won the game? I don't understand. I'll ignore that part for now. Basically, if I'm crowned, it's more likely to be like something like 3980 turns, as opposed to right now, about 1200 turns. I could deal with that. I was thinking maybe it's like 10 times worse. But over here, wait, what is this? Okay, this is saying, so we don't know what the timeout number is, right? It's hidden from us. But you can say with 95% confidence that you can pray after 3980 turns if you're crowned. But if you want 100% confidence, you don't want to risk that 5%. You have to wait this long if you're level 17 or less. Or if you're level, not sure how to interpret this. I guess it keeps going up after level 17 and capping at 30. It would be this long once you're at level 30. All right. I mean, I don't know. I'm starting to think I might just go for it. Go for the crowning. Because, I don't know. I don't really pray a huge amount, and I could probably wait this long. That said, you have to consider how many turns I've played throughout the entire game so far. I've been at this game for about 20 hours, and I've done 29,000 turns. Maybe this is a long time, actually. So yeah, you get to watch me be indecisive here. Does anybody in the audience have a vote on this? Or if you're even following the logic, I don't know. On the other hand, I don't really have anything like I really crazily want to spend magic markers on. At first, I wanted to make some, which I already did this. I wanted to make some charging and genocide scrolls. That's why I'm already low on my 3 magic markers. So that's the idea. Maybe I'll just go for it. I'm just gonna go for it, I think. Now you can also sacrifice corpses. Dan says I'm still a noob, don't follow my advice. Yeah, I know. Probably everybody here, unless Dav is here, is more noobish compared to me. But you know, there's still so much in this game that I feel noobish at. I'm like, well, I never really thought about this decision before, or I never encountered this thing before. So it's kind of funny. Right then. Why do I have this stupid crystal ball? They suck. Anyway. Maybe I'll go for the crowding. I'll just do it. Then get a cool title too and an extra skill slot. Alright. Hopefully I don't regret it, but hey, it's Nethack. Magic markers are for sniffing, says Eric. That's a good point. Alright, now I have to question, should I just do it right now? I'm piously aligned, but is my luck still high? It should be. And all you do is just pray? Why didn't this kick in earlier, though? I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I just haven't been in this state before where I'm very piously aligned and very lucky, and I prayed. I guess if you do something targeted, like you pray standing on an altar with potions of water, it'll do that effect to bless them. Rather than, whatever this, rather than doing the crowning. But it just says that you may, it's not always going to happen. You may be crowned as a result of prayer if you're at least piously aligned and extremely lucky. So we can look at the prayer charts here, basically. Crown. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So I might get what's called a favor or a boon if I pray. And then once I get a favor, it's basically a roll on this chart, 0 to 7, which is I don't. Your luck figures into this, but I don't know the whole math. Luck. What the heck is my expected? I think my luck is at least 10 weeks. We were saying before, so it's something like this. Whole part would become something like 8. So that could be a roll between 0 and 8, and I could get any of these. All right. I mean, it might be good to try anyway, because one of the outcomes could be a blessed spellbook. Another can be an intrinsic, that's telepathy, speed, or stealth. Now I have stealth and speed because I have the boost of speed on, and I have the elven cloak, but it would be good to get one of those intrinsically too. Uncurses all your possessions, that would be kind of mad, but not terrible. It could, erosion is repaired. I think only on weapons, though, not my armor, which needs it more. Yeah, what the heck? I'll do a prayer. I'm always like praying like for a different reason. Like I'm trying to bless some holy water, or I'm about to die, so I don't really get to roll on this chart usually. I'm gonna give it a go. First, let's put on a towel. I just want to see if there's anything but potentially extremely dangerous about to attack me. Then my prayer timeout will be, oh, a nurse. That's interesting. This is another one of these really weird things in the game. The nurse will fight you unless you're naked, in which case she heals you and potentially increases your max HP. So it can be very nice to hang around nurses for a while naked. And some people even use a cursed scroll of genocide, because the way a cursed scroll of genocide is, instead of wiping out the thing, it'll summon a bunch of them. It's supposed to be like, aha, I gotcha. You tried to wipe out all the mind flayers? Well, it's a cursed scroll of genocide, so have all the mind flayers instead. But with nurses, you get all these lovely ladies healing you and increasing your max HP. I think they sometimes randomly hurt you, though. So anyway, you gotta be careful. And Dan Manson being a demigod sounds awesome, whatever that is. I thought you only got that when you won the game. Like when you win the game, it says you've ascended to Demigodhood. So I'm not really sure how you get that. If you killed the Wizard of Yendor at least once and performed the invocation. Oh. So you're... Okay. So there's a flag in the game that marks you as demigod, even if you haven't won yet. Basically, you almost win the game. Then you're considered a demigod according to the game. The Wizard of Yendor has been killed, and you've done the invocation all the way down at the bottom. Then you have to like rise up into the planes, the astral planes, and fight your way through that and all that stuff. All right, so shoot, I don't know. Yeah, I'll do the prayer. Let's see what happens. Take off the towel. I say we pray. Let's go for it. Oh, I got nothing. You feel that Anhur is well pleased. Oh man, that sucks. I'll have to wait a while. So let's try to come up with a reasonable turn number. God is pleased, and I don't have any of this stuff, so basically I need to wait like 29 turns. So I'm going to write that down, actually. I can find my damn document. Feel disorganized today. At what, 12:29? I learned there's an app, by the way, or like a website that'll help keep track of Nethack notes for you. It's like designed for this purpose. So that might be something I should look into at some point. The heck did I say? 12:29? All right, so when I'm at 30,553 as my turn, I can pretty much safely pray. All right, that was annoying, but oh well. What are you going to do? Anyway, let's deal with the hello nurse here. Again, nobody else on the level to be concerned about. I guess I'll take off my stuff. Anytime I take off all my stuff is pretty disconcerting. But what I could do is engrave Elbereth as soon as the nurse comes in the room to hopefully block out any other nasties that might arrive. Here comes the nurse. Hello, nurse. I will write it here. Engrave with Magic Bane Elbereth. And the nurse hits, the nurse hits. Yeah, sometimes she hurts you. It's weird. I'm getting hurt right now. She hit me pretty hard, even. I'll engrave Elbereth again. Nurse hits. She's... Am I doing... Let me look at my nurse to make sure I'm doing this right. Imagine I die by a nurse after all this. Oh. Hold on. Nurse did not cancel the attack the hero. The hero is unarmored, empty-handed. Oh, I have to take off my weapon, or she'll keep hurting me. She'll heal me if I stop using the weapon. You're empty-handed. Nurse hits. I hope you don't mind. Okay, my hit points went up. Nurse, I'm invisible, so the nurse is having trouble hitting me sometimes. The nurse attacks the spot beside you. Come back, nurse. I'll chat with you. Relax, this won't hurt a bit. I want you to attack me. Cool, she hits me, and... Oh, did my max HP just go up to 105? What was it before? Let me check in my preview here. Yeah, it went up by 1. Woohoo! So now we're gonna camp with the nurse. And get a whole bunch of HP. Now, what's the limit here? Why can't I just sit here all day? Like, obviously, you could run out of food, but I have so much of it. Letting many nurses heal you at once is known as nurse dancing. It will restore 1 to 7 HP per hit and cure food poisoning and illness. Being healed this way has a 1/3 chance of exercising strength and constitution. Oh, here's kind of one of the limits. After healing you, the nurse has a 1/33 chance of teleporting away. If you're on a non-teleport level, she'll become scared for a while instead. If your max HP was raised, the nurse also has a 1 in 13 chance of vanishing entirely. There we go. All right, so I'm glad there's some limit. Otherwise, I'd probably want to sit here all day. Oh, let's take off my oil lamp. It's flickering. She's hitting me. It's not really giving me the max HP bonus. What was the chance of that? One-seventh chance of raising your max HP per hit. Well, I'm also resting up my power here, which is not bad. Did I want to identify some stuff? Let's see. Identify white-handed shield. Why am I carrying that still? It's a +3 Auric High Shield. Now, it's going to kill my spellcasting, but I'm tempted to just see how it goes when I'm done nursing. Like I can look at my AC benefit versus the spell penalty. It's going to suck, I know, but I just want to see the numbers. Yeah, there's an HP. Just happened. Keep hitting me, nurse. Hello, nurse. This is so ridiculous. How does this make sense? It's Nethack. Nethack logic is Nethack logic. That's all there is to it. It doesn't make sense. I'm at 107. Thankfully, the dog isn't fighting her. The dog might be trampling the Elbereth riding, though. Oh, she vanished. Does that mean she's gone, or did she teleport away? So there's a 1/13 chance of vanishing entirely, 1/33rd chance after healing you of teleporting away. Well, if the max HP was raised, the nurse has a 1/13 chance of vanishing entirely. All right, let's just put on the towel to see if she's on the level still. She is. She's over there. There's also like a giant head in my way of some sort. Stone giant. And a big cat type, a jaguar. All right, so it's time to put on armor again. Get that dragon scale mail on for sure. Helm of Brilliance for sure. Put on the cloak. Put on the speed boots. Yeah, let's try out the shield for the heck of it. I'll put on my weapon first. Magic Bane. Auric High Shield. My AC is currently -13 with the Auric High Shield on. It's -17, but my ooh, look at those spell fail rates. Those are terrible. All right, so I'm not I'm not going to be using this shield. But it was good to try it though, just to see how it works. But geez, that's terrible. Now, Magic Missile is actually only a 20%, which is a much lesser fail rate than the other guys. I think that's because it's the special wizard spell. Every character class has their own special spell that they're really good at, basically. But yeah, no, I'm not keeping this shield on my person, so let's drop it. And what else? Let's do some identifications. Wand of Striking, Uncursed Bell, Potion of Water. Excuse me. Is it worth checking out what the heck a bell does besides being the bell needed for the ritual at the end of the game, close to the end of the game? Bell of Opening, silver. They don't have the Bell of Opening. It's just a bell. Silver bells. It makes noise that wakes sleeping monsters and calls pets. Okay. Doesn't seem very useful. Bells tend to have very little use in most games. Yeah, screw that. I was going to drop this. Wand of Striking is kind of meh, with 4 charges especially. My Force Bolt is a Wand of Striking, so let's just dump that. Somebody can blast it at me, but I'm not too concerned. Elbereth, it got mangled. Look at that. All right, let's deal with these baddies. Stone Giant. Yeah, normally I'd want to eat them to gain strength, but I'm at the max strength for an elf. Let's just shoot it. So hard to tell if you're diagonally lined up. No, I'm not. It's not. It's not even coming to me. It doesn't even hear me, I think. Or see me, because I'm invisible. Let's zap it with magic missile. Pew. Alright, I killed it. Look at all this stuff. It was carrying all the junk around from the level. I'll take teleport, though. Silver bells. Silver bells. Do, 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 do. What to put in the pack? The eternal question. I don't really want a wand of make invisible. I'm just going to drop that. Got to part with the junk every time I can convince myself a thing is pretty much junk. Just get rid of it. All right, where's the nursey? Hello, nurse. Hello, nurse. There was a jaguar around, though. Oh, here it is. Hello, jaguar. I'll eat that because I'm no longer full. And put on the towel to see what's on the level. There's now a naga over here. It is a green naga. Is it a hatchling or a fully grown one? Guardian naga. The golden naga is a little bit of a pain because they cast nasty spells on you. What does a guardian naga do? Paralysis. That's not great. That's something I'm lacking in. I need a ring of free action. That'll make it so you can't be paralyzed. That can kill you. I mean, in this particular case, it wouldn't make a big deal, but if you're ever in the thick of a nasty battle and something paralyzes you, that's a game ender. It's usually considered part of an ascension kit to have a ring of free action, which look at real quick. These are the things you need to win. You should check off all these things to win, basically. And sometimes there's options, like the boost could be speed boost or this. Anyway, for the rings, yeah, you want to have ring of conflict, ring of levitation, ring of free action, ring of teleport control, or other sorts of teleport control. So yeah, free action's on the Ascension kit list. Anyway, what does this thing do? It just paralyzes me, basically. Blinding venom, so it can blind you. It can also hug you. Oh, a hug, how nice. I mean, I'm probably fine dealing with this thing, honestly. Okay. Silver bells. So, what am I doing? The question is, do I want to deal with that before getting naked with the nurse? I guess I could just lock these doors. It's coming like right towards me, though. Maybe I'll just kill it off first. Put on the towel again. The dog's fighting it. Or he's next to it, at least. There you are. I will kill it. Magic missile, boom. Magic missile again, boom. Oh, I'm out of energy and I accidentally stepped next to it. All right, I'll just stab it. It's confused. It's dead. Hooray. And it left a candy bar. The Guardian Naga was carrying some Snickers because it was hungry. hungry. Or was it a Mounds? I don't know what kind of bar it was. Do I want to eat his corpse? Poison resistance, meh. I will pass on the corpse. I'm going to take a nice, lovely candy bar, though. Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds don't. Hey, Fluffy Bubbles, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing okay. And Fluffy says, finally caught one. I've missed a lot. How's the run going? So far, so good. The run's going all right. I mean, yeah, it's, there's still work to do, of course. A lot of work to do. But, yeah, pretty good so far. I've been having great luck with wishes, for sure, overall. I'm a wizard. Yeah, doing wizardly things. You know what? I keep going back to this idea of spellbook. If I am gonna plan to get the Finger of Death spell from a spellbook, I mean from crowning, I should write something else. So I should decide that. So I'm gonna deal with the nurse, and then that's gonna be the next thing on the agenda is which spell book to write, and I will resolve that rather than keep leaving it hanging like I've been doing. The trap right here. It is a pit. Let's just go around, I guess. Now I'll just spawn this dark blue capital Y. It's a carnivorous ape. Should I worry about that? I'm not too worried. I'm going to lock these doors, though, just in case. Lock a door here. Lock a door here. And I will write Elbereth again out of an abundance of precaution. Abundance of caution. And here, I guess. I just noticed this was open right here. Okay. Now I'm going to get naked for the nursey. So silly. All right. Yeah, that's right. Fluffy. Fluffy said level 21 for a wizard is huge. I could never do it. Did you do the quest yet? Oh, wait, that's dungeon level. Yeah, I'm 14. I just got to 14 from a succubus. It's a kind of a shame. I was like a hair below the threshold to reach level 14, but then I got the level up from the succubus. If I had just crossed that threshold first, I would have been bumped up to 15, and then therefore I could enter the quest. But oh well, that's Nethack for you. Anyway, I'm gonna get naked with the nurse now. Try to ramp up my max HP. So far, I've gotten 4 points of max HP from nurse hanging out. Okay, so she teleported over here. And there's a carnivorous ape between her and me. So let's put back on the armor. And wield the magic bane. Oh, what's here? Oh, it's a zombie. Dwarf zombie, okay. Hello, carnivorous ape. I'll throw my daggers at you because I don't want to waste some valuable power. You can't find me. It's like, where are these daggers coming from? I'm still satiated. You can eat it, doggo. 6. I lost 2 daggers. That's fine. I have more in my bag of holding. But yeah, I've been doing pretty well so far. Fluffy bubbles. I think I have 3 bags of holding. I should sometimes having multiple bags of holding is nice because you can like organize your items in a special way. Like if you have I don't know. There are kind of intelligent ways to do it, but you could just say I put all the potions in this one just to keep it easier. But what I mean by intelligent ways is like if there's a bunch of stuff that you want to drop often for whatever reason, you could just put them in there or whatnot. I can't think of a good strategy for multiple, but I've definitely seen like offhand just because I'm drawing a blank. But there's definitely some options there, some possibilities. Anyway, I can do another identify. Some stuff. Sure, tell me whatever. Actually, let's start with the full healing potions. That's important. They're uncursed, okay. Inventory shuffle. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, let's get back to the nurse. Put on the towel and make sure nobody else is around. Fluffy says, how about the castle? XP gain is so slow. I almost always have to do the castle before the quest. Yeah, I haven't found the castle yet, but that might be the way it goes down. We'll see, I guess. Write some more Elbereths. Shamelessly Elberething everywhere. Alright, now we get naked with the nurse. Once again. Stop wielding something, and she will heal me from this point on. So the way these nurses work, just to reiterate for Fluffy Bubbles, well, he knows the game better than most of us here. Yeah, every time they heal you, there's a 1/33rd chance they will teleport away, but there's also a 1 in 7 chance they will increase your max HP. And when they do that, there's a 1 in, what the heck was it? 1 in something chance that they vanish for good. So you can try to milk them for all they're worth, and eventually they're just gone. We're up to 110 HP. This is great. So silly, but great. 111. What's your setup looking like? Got some good spells, says Fluffy. Yeah, I mean, Identify has been great, and Magic Missile is a solid thing. Otherwise, nothing fantastic. I do want to soon, pretty much right after this encounter with the nurse, I want to write a spell book with my magic markers and my blank spell book. If I get crowned, I am going to get Finger of Death that way. So I think I'm going to do that and not write Finger of Death. It's so expensive in terms of ink. So the nurse teleported away again over to here, it looks like. Hello, nurse. 112 HP. This is going pretty well. 113. 114. Hey, if I only gain 10 out of this, that's fantastic. Iron Piercer, though. Should I beat that up first? Yeah, let me put on... that was the best way to play this. Let's, yeah, Iron Piercer don't usually aggressively come at you, so I can sit here for a bit. Until the nurse teleports away or vanishes. 115 HP. 116. 117. Unseen monster. That's a little bit concerning. I'm going to step to the right and take off my towel. Oh, that might have just been my dog. Oh, here it is. Dust Vortex. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and flee Dust Vortex. The Dust Vortex is scared of me, I guess. For some reason. 121 HP. Wow. I looked away a little bit from the left and not paying attention to the right. And suddenly I'm at 1. What the hell happened? Lancito 2 is regurgitated. Oh, the Dust Vortex. You'll be fine. The nurse is gone. Let me just beat up the Dust Vortex. I feel like a hypocrite. What the hell is that? Did I punch the Dust Vortex? I don't like that. Is it peaceful and that's bad? Like, what's the deal there? Oh, it's fleeing, I think, is the issue. Actually, it's not a Dust Vortex I want to look up. I feel like a hypocrite. I'm chaotic. Who cares about a fleeing? Oh, you attack while in a... Shit, okay. Is that bad? Oh my god. You attacked while standing on an Elbereth engraving. Carries a -5 alignment penalty. That's stupid. Ugh. Wow, now I'm no longer piously aligned, I guess. It only occurred that... Yeah, I remember they nerfed something about Elbereth. I guess that's it. They don't want you to just stand there and be immune to many attacks. But shoot, I was just trying to knock Dust Vortex out of the way. It's a minor nuisance. I was like, get out of here, Dust Vortex. Alright, I'm gonna have to deal with that. Recover from that. Let's apply the stethoscope to myself. I'm still considered piously aligned. Okay, I mean, that's not the worst thing then, I suppose. Alright, I mean, that still qualifies me for crowning, potentially. You hear some noise. What's happening? Let's put on the towel. Is that the nurse here now? Yeah, and we also have some snakes. Garter snakes are nothing. And the Iron Piercer. I'm going to put on my equipment. Dan says super buff orc wizard on 121 HP steroids. Flex those biceps. Ooga. Actually, I'm an elf. My first game when I died quickly, I was a an orc. Iron piercer corpse. Sure, I'll eat it. Yeah, Elbereth was so abusable that oh, speed boots. They're probably better than my burnt ones. But yeah, that was one of their ways of nerfing Elbereth. I remember we were talking about this at work. There was a time period where I had a lot of coworkers who played Nethack. It was awesome. I remember when this came out. Not this one. There's a version that came out in I think 2015 or 2016, and somebody mentioned it at work. I get the new Nethack after 10 years, and then like suddenly we learned that like 6 of us all liked the game. It was like really cool. Which of course means I work with computer geeks. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible for an entire office of people to like Nethack. Well, not the entire office, but several people in the office. Anyway, yeah, speed boots are great. Let's identify that right away. They're +0. Let's just ditch the old ones. The old ones are burnt. Where are the new ones? Hooray! Armor class -14 again. Cool. Yeah, it would be good to get it like, road proof and all that stuff. That's all right. We got +0 pair of speed boots. That's cool. What else did I want to do? Did I want to identify anything else? I think so. Wand of digging and turquoise stones. Why not? How about these guys? Can I do one more identify? Cursed scroll of remove curse. How does that work? I think it actually curses some of your stuff. Is that even worth keeping? Like you can always use scrolls to make paper, but I'm kind of swimming in paper at the moment. What are the cursed scroll of remove curse do? I'm assuming it curses things instead of uncursing them. A curse scroll simply disintegrates with no additional effects. Okay. There's always these weird effects. Every scroll you read in this game has an alternate effect if you read it while confused. And so for reading a scroll of remove curse while confused, instead targets all uncursed items in the inventory for a blessed scroll, or all equipped items as above for an uncursed scroll. A cursed scroll that is read while confused disintegrates with no other effects. So basically it's a scroll of do nothing. It might as well be paper. So theoretically I could just dip it into holy water, and maybe I do want to keep it for that purpose in case something nasty curses my stuff. Do I already have a remove curse though? I do not. So yeah, that's worth keeping for sure, actually. Okay, good. Let's kill this garter snake. Garter snake hisses. Oh no, I'm so scared. Put on the towel. And how long is this towel going to be wet for? I mean, it's going to get moldy. If you have a towel that doesn't dry properly, it's going to start stinking. Glass piercer. Where's the nurse? There she is. Hello, nurse again. God, I hate that Elbereth effect. I'm kind of tempted to not actually write more Elbereths unless I really need it. All right, come hit me, nurse. I hope you don't mind. I don't mind, lady. I'm leaving my towel on to see any monsters that spawn. And just as I say that, we have a Rothe. The dungeon cow. The cows of the dungeon. Oh, she teleported away. Where'd she go? Is she gone? I think she vanished for good this time. This @ symbol is just a statue of a green elf. So yeah, it looks like she's gone. She vanished for good. All right, the dungeon cow's coming. Let's put on her stuff. Not gonna give me trouble, but it's good to be prepared for the battle. Yep, she's gone. All right, so we milked her for what he's worth. I mean, we got 18 HP from it. That was a good nurse for sure. I think that was probably above average. You don't usually get that many, I don't think. All right, now what? Right, yeah, let's get into the spell book, right? So what do I want to write? Again, I think I just decided that I'm going to save Finger of Death as my crowning gift. Therefore, I need to think of what else do I want to write. So many good options. I could get Fireball. That's always fun. You know, sometimes it's good to look away from attack because they're so tempting. Just something like Magic Mapping would be fantastic. No. Sleep is low level, but you know I haven't encountered it, and that is great. Cause Fear could be great. Any of these enchantments could be great. And the wizard can get to what level in enchantment? Is it skilled only? I mean, it's fine still, but I guess if you only stick with the low level spells of some of the categories, it's not a big deal if you don't level up all the way. Yeah, I don't know. Sleep sounds tempting, really. Sleep. Speaking of sleep, it's 11 p.m. here in New York. Might want to sleep in, you know me, I like to say, I'll probably log off at 11:30, and next thing you know, it's 12:15. So yeah, I don't know. There's so many cool options. Stone to Flesh. I don't use that much, really, but Restorability is pretty much useless because of Unicorn Horns. Knock I already knew, but I blanked it out before just to make it something else. Polymorph is, of course, great, but I have a wand of Polymorph, and I don't really... I think I use Polymorph less than most people. Let's see. Create Familiar. I don't know. I tend to just go with Sleep. It's probably not going to cost a lot of ink because it's low level, and that'll be very useful. I haven't found it lying around yet, obviously. 5 to 9 ink. It's like nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's basic, but, you know, it's so useful. What else, though? Let's keep... I might just go with that, but let me look around a little more. Confused Monster. Cause Fear could be nice. That's 15 to 29. You know, I think I am going to go with Sleep. It's so inexpensive in terms of magic marker ink, and it's so useful. It sucks to use my one blank spell book, but you know, I'll probably find more at some point. All right, let's take out the scroll of blank paper. And how much? 5 to 9 charges for the magic marker. It's probably an optimal choice of which one of my low charge markers to use, but I don't know what it is offhand. I'll just go with the very empty one. Let's write it. Fluffy says, I think Cause here is especially good for chaotic characters. Don't know how many monsters are vulnerable to it, so why is it better for chaotic? Does it let me read up on it. Does its effect vary per alignment or something? No. Or just kind of thematically it sounds fun. I guess that's what you're talking about. It's used very infrequently by most heroes, who generally resort to tools such as Bugle or Tooled Horn for scaring monsters. Or else we'll use Sleep, Want to Sleep, yeah. Primary casters and other heroes in particular will generally prefer more direct spells for damaging or escaping foes. Can be useful against large groups, yeah. Or hostiles with sleep resistance, that's true too. I think it's +1 alignment to kill a fleeing monster if chaotic, is that right? Oh. I didn't know that. I thought I was actually penalized by that, but that was the Elbereth. a moment ago. Scared and fleeing. I think it might just be that lawful gets penalized for fleeing. There's like a page I remember that like shows all these alignment specials. I guess it's probably just alignment here. Direct theft from a shop gives a +1 bonus. Decrease prey timeout more quickly by sacrificing. I don't think that's an advantage. But I think the lawful people have a disadvantage of that. Maybe not, I don't know. It might just be knights. The class knights. It says like you caitiff. You don't hear that word too often. And knights incur -1 to alignment. Attacking a sleeping, paralyzed, or fleeing monster. I think that's all it is. Knights can't attack them. All right. I don't know. Scare monster wouldn't be bad necessarily. I'm going to start with sleep though, because it's so cheap. So where am I here in the menu? I don't remember. All right, apply the magic marker. Am I blind? No. Okay, just making sure I'm not blind. Hold on. Is it worth blessing the spellbook, or that would only matter when I read it, I think. And it helps you. Blessing helps you remember it better, or what's the deal? A blessed spellbook will always be read successfully. Is that all it is? Because I should probably be able to handle a low-level spell, and also I have the pair of lenses. I can put those on. I think that's it. All right, so I'm not going to bother using a holy water on it. Yeah, so we'll write on P. That's right, sleep. Ta-da. Spellbook warps strangely, then turns stained. Okay. Put on the lenses. Now I have 4 charges in that magic marker, by the way. Read the stained spellbook. You add the spell sleep to your repertoire. Very nice. All right, I like that. Put in sleep. Should put in the magic marker too, I guess. Yeah, 4 charges. Oh well. All right, cool. So yeah, next thing to write. Maybe I will do cause fear. I don't know. I'll think about it once we get there. Okay, let's I guess head downstairs. Where the heck am I? Oh, there I am. I was looking at that statue. Confused. But do I have all my stuff on? Yeah. All right, come here, Patty Pet. Magic whistle time. Do you think there could be more to this level? Should we search a little bit? The lenses will help me search as well. No longer satiated. Killer bee. I will eat it. What have we here? An ogre of some sort. A peaceful ogre lord. Let's talk to him. He's running away from me. The ogre lord grunts. Yeah, ogres are not known for holding good conversation, I suppose. Some idiot wrote Elbereth on the ground here. All right, I don't know. I think there's nothing to find. Oh, we got a big worm. A long worm. Kill it. You cut the long worm in half. It has 2 heads now. No. Some free XP for me. I don't do the long tooth thing. What is this? A Zruti? I always forget what the heck a Zruti is. More info about Zruti. They're wild and gigantic beings living in the wildernesses of the Tatra Mountains. So why are they in a dungeon, for Christ's sake? I think they're easy to beat. I probed it. It's level 12, 50 HP. AC 33. I killed it. Magenta potion. A potion I haven't actually discovered before is interesting. And how does a Zruti corpse work? Nothing special, right? But they're big, so I might as well eat it and fill up. Yummy, yummy. Magenta potion. Yeah, let's totally identify that. Levitation. Okay. That can be used in some of the alchemy, can't it? Seems to remember that being an ingredient. Alchemy is like crafting. What they call crafting in most games today. Sorry, I got distracted by a message. Let's pull up the alchemy page again. So what can we do with levitation? Oh yeah, enlightenment plus levitation will get me a chance at a gain level. So I definitely want to go for that. But I think I used all my confusion and gain energy to try to get enlightenment. Unfortunately, enlightenment is so rare. Here are all my potions at the moment, yeah. Okay. Why am I burdened, by the way? Just picking up the levitation potion did that, I guess. Yeah, I'll just keep that as a future alchemy ingredient, pretty much. There was some more junk in the bag of holding. Let's see. Not the wand of cancellation. Please don't do that. Thinking about maybe writing a scroll of enchant armor or two, but I don't know. I feel like I should be finding more of them. Anyway. Purple worm now. Oh god, I'm being ingested. I'm regurgitated. Dust fortune. All these things that can like eat you up. What's the deal with purple worms? Isn't there like a trick you can do with them? I seem to remember somebody like I think they can eat people, and people like some of them on like the final level of the game or something like that, because they'll eat all the demons and angels or something like that. If you do like reverse genocide, they can potentially digest its target. It is geez. The delayed instant death for the hero. It instantly kills monsters that have a large physical size or smaller. How long does it take for the hero? Is it just a D10 digest? No, it's a delayed instant death. Ugh, I was probably being a little careless, just going hack, hack, hack. But I did kill it. I gotta be more careful next time, though. They're usually the strongest and fastest monsters with digestion attacks that you'll encounter, requiring you to dispatch them quickly. Should probably use range attacks. I didn't play that right, but I lucked out. That's what I'm thinking. That's right. You can anything that ingests you, not anything, but a lot of things that ingest you. You can watch. Sorry, you can zap a wand of digging, and that'll reduce its health to 1 and spit you out. So that at that point you could just smack it once or something. Purple rain. Yeah, here we go. Upon reaching the astral plane, some players reverse genocide purple worms, then tame them or activate a source of conflict, and finally break a wand of teleportation to warp them around the plane in order to thin the hordes of player monsters and align priests standing between them and the high altars. This is known informally as purple rain. So you just make the purple worms eat everyone. All right, so how does this work in the game about the insta-death? instant death for the... I guess it's if digest kicks in, it's delayed instant death. Like, how does this work? If a digestion attack hits the hero and engulfs them, a delayed instant death begins. While they're engulfed by that monster, they will continue to take damage on each of that monster's turns, which abuses strength and is accompanied by messages about being digested. Did I see that? Yeah, I did. The purple worm digests you. So it started. Each hit that brings the hero within 2 hits or closer to total digestion prints a slightly different message. What does that mean? Okay, so the digestion has to hit you, and you get closer to total digestion. Instant death occurs when that count reaches 0. To survive this, the hero must escape or kill the engulfing monster before it fully digests them. Melee attacks, spells, and wands are guaranteed to hit the monster. That's good. Okay. The number of monster hits required is... What does this mean? It's how long it takes to fully digest or what? You can also wear a source of slow digestion, such as a ring of slow digestion. So this is 8 plus your plus number of monster. All right, so I guess the number of times it has to hit me with a digestion attack is this to instantly kill me. It's kind of a lot, it seems like, but let's do the math. I suppose 8 plus Constitution over 3, which is I have 16, so I guess it's like a 5. I don't know how the fractions are handled. So 8, let's say 13 plus, I don't know what the monster level is, but purple worms are probably pretty high level. Minus AC. I don't know, I'm too tired to figure that out. What is the monster level of a purple worm? They are 15, it looks like. So 25 minus 15 over 2. Which that whole thing would be 5. And what is D? Like rolling a die of that type? D. D6 minus... I don't know. Minus AC. So because I have such a strong negative AC, I'm strong for now, I guess. Negative 14, that would like be adding 14 turns to it, I guess. It seems like a lot of hits required. Not number of turns, but hits. It would be good to understand that better sometime. It seems like it would take a long number of turns, though, just from glancing at that math a little bit. All right. Fluffy says, all this talk of purple worms reminds me that a scroll of taming can be game-changing. Yeah, that's true. I do have a scroll of taming, I think, in my pack. I do. I should use it next time I encounter a purple worm, perhaps. Or anything else worthy of taming. Alright, so it's just the ogre king or whatever and my dog on the level at this point. Among things with brains, at least. Yeah, that's right, Dan. It depends on how fast you can kill the worm from the inside. Oh, what's this? What's all this? Dwarf corpses. What are you doing here, Lancey? You're just killing dwarfs? Dwarfs? Those are probably zombies. We saw a zombie dwarf before. But yeah, Dan says it depends how fast you kill the purple worm. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, if you kill it fast enough, you're good. I don't recall ever being insta-killed by a purple worm. But apparently it can totally happen. Floating eye. Throw some daggers at it. Ooh. Winter wolf. Cub. I'm still on the cubs. No, you kill Leoncito. Yeah, you can eat that Leoncito. What have we here? An impy of some type. Put on the lamp. That's it. Aha. Oh, what is this? Another throne room. Nice. Step back for a minute. I'm gonna put the lamp back in. All right. Guess we kill things and sit on the throne. That's a good strategy. Kill things, sit on the throne. Kill the Ogre King. Drank a potion. I'm feeling darn. I wanted that for my alchemy. Went down the stairs. Chicken. Kill the Hillard. Kill the Hobgoblin. Kill. A chest. Some money in there. Okay. Some more money here. I don't want to eat these things. What's Lancito eating? All right, I guess we're just gonna have to sit on the throne. Sit on it. Anybody else around on this level, by the way? What have we here? Quadruped of some type. It is a Titanothere, a peaceful imp, and a spider of some sort. A cave spider. All right. And this guy, impy guy, is friendly, right? Yeah. Peaceful homunculus. All right, yeah, let's sit again. Somehow I feel out of place. Nothing happens. I feel very clumsy. That sucks. But I can apply the unicorn horn, which it feels like a cheat code sometimes. But look how much dexterity it made me lose. I have 12. I'll apply the unicorn horn now, and I'm back at 14. I'm gonna apply it again. I'm at 16. I think my max is 17. Yep, now I'm at 17. All right, that's that. Okay, let's sit again. Feel out of place. You feel out of place. That's it. All right. Well, so much for getting more wishes, but oh well. Here comes the Titanothere, is it? No, Wumpus. Ha! I'll just smash the Wumpus. Eat the Wumpus. It's rotten. I'm pretty full anyway. All right. Let's check the layout here. We got an nymph again. I think I still want to try to get Teleportitis. Yeah, let's go kill it, I suppose. Oh, mummy, where'd you come from? Oh, the mummy wrapping. Yeah. I want that. In case I need to enter a store, I can put it on my invisible body. It's so silly. That's like the one thing that doesn't go invisible, but your armor does go invisible. That's kind of a funny image. Like, it's like the Invisible Man. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be, like a reference to the Invisible Man. Let's use identify. Oh, look, it identified everything. All right, I just wanted to check mostly if that mummy wrapping was cursed. I don't want to be stuck with it on me. Looks fine, though. So I heard some noise. Are you fighting something, Lancita? What's happening here? All right, let's try to kill the nymph. There it is. Throw some daggers at it. Yeah, shall I eat it? I'm kind of full, but I can put on my magical breathing. Some kind of a fungus thing, sure. A violent fungus. Keep eating. I don't care about that. Yeah, you feel very jumpy. Jumpy. Yeah. That's the dreaded teleportitis, which is not always dreaded if you do it right. Yeah. So I think I can press Control T to choose to teleport now. And let's try Control T. Oh, look at that. Right near its Titanotheer, but okay. And then I can put on the ring of teleport control. I guess I might as well do it. You know, I'm pretty good with food, so I don't really care about the hunger acceleration too much. And there are ways to get, I think, intrinsic teleport control. I feel like that came up recently. If I get that, I wouldn't need to have the ring on at all times. It looks like I jumped again. All right, the Master Key of Thievery. I was thinking about getting that as my last wish, but basically I went through all the math and I only had a 50-50 chance of the wish actually giving me anything if I wish for that, because the more artifacts that get generated, the lower your chances of getting it from a wish. But look at this. When I reach 17, level 17 as a wizard, I will get it intrinsically. I didn't know that. So a couple more left. It's going to take a while to get there, but I won't need a ring anymore at that point. That's pretty neat. Fluffy says, hey, I wasn't looking. What did you eat to get teleportitis? I ate a wood nymph. Yeah. Let's take off the amulet of magical breathing. Let's see, what other junk should I throw in? Let's identify more stuff. Object detection, okay. All right. Where the heck am I? I'm here. Okay, we got the Titanotheer right there. I mean, I can handle it. Sounds scarier than it is. Like what's it, like a dinosaur or something? Where do you want to be teleported to? Oh, this is so fun. Let's go right here. You're a jackal howling at the moon. Where do you want to be teleported to? I don't know. I'll go a couple steps ahead. It can be a little bit annoying being prompted like that repeatedly, but it's a good thing to have. The dog is fighting somebody. Is that the jackal? I mean, it's a word jackal. Let's blast it. Magic missile. It's dead. Word jackal corpse. Cave spider. Another pair of speed boots, huh? There's a grave here. Sure, trust me, I'm a lawyer. I think as a chaotic person, I can loot graves and enjoy it. Cursed pair of speed boots. Oh no, I'm stuck going fast. I mean, I'll just drop it anyway. I might want to take note of some of these fancy things I drop, just in case I need to return to it. I don't remember. I think the last level had speed boots as well that I dropped. Something like that. All right. So yeah, I don't have a pickaxe, but I think I can just blast a digging wand at the grave. I don't think I'm going to get much necessarily, but it is good to do it as chaotic, right? Only as a samurai of chaotic? Is that the thing? Oh. Confused. It's good if you're a chaotic archaeologist. I guess it's because like your thing is exploring things you're not supposed to. I'm not sure I get the samurai thing, but it looks like as chaotic, it doesn't give me a bonus as a non-samurai, non-archaeologist, but it doesn't seem to hurt me either, I guess. I guess that's it. I might as well try it for the fun of it. I don't usually do that. But is it gonna like risk digging down to the next level? I don't know. Well, let's try it. Wand of digging I have on me. Zap. Okay, downward. You dig a pit in the grave. There is a pit here. Scroll of identify, potion of restorability, tin, and a tripe ration. You unearth a corpse. Ooh. A wizard corpse named Ooga. It's my own corpse. What's going on there? My previous game, I didn't get nearly this far, so it can't be an actual like bones level. I guess that's supposed to scare you or something. Look, it's your own corpse. Aha! Zap some identify. Cool, it got all a cursed tin of kitten meat. Can restorability be used in alchemy? It looks like no. And restorability is pretty useless to me in general, so maybe I'll just drop it, honestly. In the interest of not carrying too much junk. But yeah, I don't need the kitten meat. I don't really need any of these things. Maybe I'll hold on to the cursed scroll of identify. Even that I don't care about. I got the spell identify. And I'm gonna be crazy and actually drop things. Imagine that. Okay. So what now? Let's put on the old wet towel. The old wet towel trick. Should I search the right side of this room? Maybe. There we go. Booby trapped. Boom. Hello, Titanothere. What do I want to be teleported? Right where I am. Take that, you Titanothere. Now, can you eat them for anything? Probably just meat. They are... Yeah, they're just meat. I mean, I'm pretty full already. I'll let the dog eat it. Friendly old imp. Got some more money. I might be able to get a another AC improvement at a temple kind of soon. What I need to have is 14 times 400 gold. What's that, 5,600? I'm at the point of the evening where I can't think too effectively. So I'm level 14 and I need 400 per level. Yeah, so 5,600 gold to get another AC upgrade. I'm not quite there yet. Okay. It's all right, though. Keep going forth, I guess. Somebody's fighting in the distance. What are you fighting, Leoncito? Are you fighting the imp? Now leave him alone. Kill the Mordor orc. Identify random crap. Hey, Nitan is here. Let the Leoncito eat. Yeah, of course. He's the real life Leoncito in the house. A knife. I'm out of power to identify. I just like identifying stuff. It's so much fun. You know, it could be one of these random Iron Skull caps. Well, I'm not going to wear them. I have the Helm of Enlightenment or whatever it's called. Helm of Brilliance. Anyway, I was going to say, it could be a random Iron Skull cap has like +3 or something. Why am I carrying this junk? Let's just drop that junk. I don't need a scimitar. Oh, the nurse. Shoot, I killed it. I mean, I hit it. All right, let's get some more nurse energy going here. How you doing there, Arturo, by the way? Did you just join? Right now, I'm going to hang out with this nurse who increases your max HP and also heals you a bunch if you play your cards right. Not that it's hard to play those cards. You basically have to take off all your clothes and get naked. Now you take off all your armor and stop wielding a weapon, that she will heal you. And occasionally, the healing increases your max HP too. Let me leave the towel on so I can take advantage of telepathy. Oh, Arturo has been here for like an hour. Okay. Well, thanks for joining, Arturo. Arturito. So I'm sitting here. Did you see my nurse camping before, Arturo? Just gonna sit here for a bit, keeping an eye on the hit points, keeping an eye on whether something spawns. Nurse is running away for some reason. I don't know why. Again, I have to get the free teleport. Wow. Okay, I got a max HP just now. I'm hoping I can get another, you know, at least 5 or 6, hopefully. Before she vanishes into the ether with... You know, that's how nurses work. Once they improve your health too much, they evaporate. Don't go into the line of work known as nursing. You don't want to evaporate. The nurse is over there now. Okay. Let's take it easy because I am naked and vulnerable. Something nasty spawns. I don't want to like bump into it. All right. There is a rock piercer right there, but I'm not too concerned. It's hiding on the ceiling. Oh, I can teleport. I'll stay right where I am. $125 HP. I hear some noises. I guess Lancito's attacking the rock piercer. Where's the nurse? She's down there. Oh, yeah, I can do this by... I gotta remember I can do Control T. This is actually crazy. Oh, it costs some power. I don't have it. How much does it cost? It must cost a lot because I have 27 power and I can't do a teleport. It's something like 30 probably. What is the dark bee over here? Is it a vampire bat? It just spawned whatever it is. Vampire bat. Don't run away, Nursey. I need you. What's there that I can't see? Move the towel. Something without a brain. A blobby. Alright, time to get equipped because the vampire bat's going to start bothering me. And I got the blobby in my face. Stab it with Magic Bane. Another scroll of identify. Interesting. Guess I'll leave it. Vampire bat. Kill that. Alright. So are we good here? We cleared out the threats. Yep, now we can get naked again. Wield nothing. Hang out with the nurse. I'm not even bothering with Elbereth. They leave when you find out you don't have insurance, says Fluffy. Wait a minute, you're not going to pay me for this? Well, I guess it's over here now. Yeah, I'm not going to use the Control T to teleport. Is there anything else I need to identify? Probably not really. Let's put these stupid gems in the bag. But the gems can actually be used to boost your score when you win the game. Because the treasure affects your score at the end game. When you escape, or if you die, treasure figures into your score. So what I heard some players do is they leave like a stash of gems, like I think on level 1. Because when you beat the game, you have to go back up to level 1 and then some. You go back up, you go up beyond that to like, you know, all the elemental planes and whatnot. But what people do is leave a stash ready to go. Because once you're heading upward, it's intense. The Wizard of Yendor is on your case constantly. And he's summoning nasty creatures, and you have to deal with him. It's actually a crocodile or something approaching. It is an iguana. Okay. The iguana doesn't seem to see me because I'm invis. 131 HP and counting. Go away, iguana. Go away. This is my nurse. You don't get a nurse. You get a veterinarian. What is this? A barrel white or something? Nazgul. I don't have the ring, so sorry. Let me see how Nazgul works, though. They're life draining. They also possess the ability to breathe sleeping gas. A player killed by a Nazgul may appear as a wraith instead of a ghost in their bones file. They're generated with cursed rings of invisibility. You can't polymorph into them. Only 9 Nazgul will be generated in any given game, after which they become extinct. They're resistant to cold, sleep, and poison. I don't think they're going to give me any trouble, really. I'm sleep resistant, so they can't put me to sleep. Many souvenir hunters name the Nazgul's rings and attempt to ascend with a set of all 9. I'm going to take a quick, very quick 2-minute break to use the facilities, and then I will deal with the Nazgul. So please bear with me. I should be back in just 2 minutes. Thank you. All right, let's shut up, organ player. Over there, shut up. I keep thinking I need to get my brother-in-law to record some organ music for me. Cause he's a professional organist. He actually is the organist who plays for the Atlanta Braves at their home stadium in Georgia. Some music from him. Anyway. Right. Nazgul. So I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's going to give me trouble. Probably him putting you to sleep is the worst thing. And let me just verify. But I should have sleep resistance. Did I turn on my microphone, by the way? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, sleep resistance. There should be no sweat, really. It's just not something I see every day, so I'm like reading it over. Yeah, so they can drain levels. That's what I have to worry about. But I should be able to just shoot them with like my magic missiles or something. They have a breath weapon that does 2d25. Hold on. 2d25 sleep though. Does that mean it does 2 25-sided dice, whatever that is, worth of hit points, and it puts you to sleep too? I guess so, probably. Or does that just mean that's how many turns you fall asleep for? That might be all it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is, probably. All right, let's just fight it. Let's gonna zap it with magic missiles. First, let's kill the iguana. Oh, magic! I didn't put on my stuff, did I? Oh my god. Magic Bane. We teleported here, huh? Where? Dragon Scale Mail. Where? Cloak. Where? The Speed Boot. Where? Helm of Brilliance. Eat the iguana. Hey, Nazgul, you want to fight? Can you see me? Eat magic missile. The magic missile hits the Nazgul. Eat magic missile. You destroyed the Nazgul. That was nothing. That was cake. Let's see what we got here. There's the cursed ring of invisibility. It also seemed to pick up the cursed other items. Like the cursed tin of kitten meat. Thank you for all the likes, by the way, people. So yeah, people like to collect all the 9 rings and name them. That's kind of fun. Cursed ring of invisibility. Where do we want to be teleported? I don't know. Should we just go down to the next level? I guess I can just hit the greater than symbol and jump there. And summon my Leoncito. And should I just go down? I think there's an Ogre King or whatnot that escaped down the stairs from this very throne room. So he's going to be right there when we go down, I believe. There he is. Tiger. Kill the tiger. I feel better with a light about now. Okay. What happened to the ogre, though? Polymorph trap. Oof. I'm immune to that. Due to Magic Bane. A Mumak. A sling. And a large box. It is locked. Succeeded unlocking it. What have we here? A bunch of stuff. A spellbook of healing. I can blank that. I already have a spellbook of healing, but I can blank that and then write another spell. That would be awesome. Also, potions of booze and confusion. Oh, confusion was one of our ingredients in the alchemy, wasn't it? And the real world is 11:45 p.m. Okay. Potion of confusion. Yeah, you can mix that with gain energy with the hope of getting enlightenment, but probably getting booze. All right. Scroll of gold detection. Scroll of create monster. I don't know. I might just leave some of these scrolls. You don't have to worry about dealing with them. All right, so I do want to blank a spellbook. Yeah, let's do that for sure. What's the best way I can do that? I could dip it into a fountain if there's anything nearby. Level 17 at a fountain. Otherwise, I have to go up a whole bunch of levels to find the pool that it was on a previous level. Dungeon level 23. Wow. There's an uncursed spell book of healing, just to know. Uncursed booze, uncursed confusion. Okay. You hear a door open. Do, 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 do. Might have this knife. Drop the knife. Run the lenses so I can search a little better. Feel clumsy. You haven't been working on your reflexes lately. All right. Nothing a unicorn horn can't cure. Again, I feel so cheap using a unicorn horn, but you know what? Nethack. Take the advantage that the game gives you. Gnome King swings wildly. Fire Elemental? Given that I'm fire resistant, is there any concern? Fiery Claw and a passive fire attack. Both of which can burn vulnerable items in the target's inventory. But does that... I'm always confused by this. Like, if you have fire resistance and you get shot with fire, can your stuff get burned still? I feel like no, usually, but I don't know. It might depend on the source of the attack. Like, I guess it might depend if you reflect it, whatever it is. But I'm a little hazy on the specifics. Fiery passive. I guess I'll just zap him with a magic missile nonetheless. You can't turn them to stone, by the way. Imagine a stone fire elemental. How would that work? Magic missile hits. Can I cast another? Don't have enough energy. It doesn't know where I am. Let's fire some daggers. Pew, pew. He's striking at thin air. The fool. Being invisible is nice. I killed it by throwing daggers. Hooray. Alright, I gotta see if I can just ditch some crap. What do I got here? I would love to get these daggers enchanted one day, so I'll hold on to them. A large stack is nice to have. The +2 small shield. Do I want to just use that? What was my plan with that? I was thinking... I think it's generally considered a pretty good thing for wizards to use. It only messes up your spell casting a little bit. And if you get, I guess if you really have high level, like high intelligence and all that, it doesn't matter. Like it kind of cancels out. Anyway, I have 0 and everything right now except 34 in haste self. So let's try wielding or wearing the shield. Well, that's not bad. I mean, the haste self is worse, but I don't cast that anyways, and everything else is still 0. So yeah, I'll wear the small shield for a while until I see a reason not to. It doesn't help my inventory situation, but it helps my armor class situation. Can't complain. Yeah, I got levitation boots, jumping boots, MR cloak. I mean, I don't think I need the MR cloak, but I kind of don't want to ditch it. Mummy wrapping in case I find a shop. I got tons of blank paper, blank paper all over the place. Protects your stuff regarding the fire elemental, Fluffy. Yeah, I think it does. I think you're right. So I have so many scrolls of teleport. Maybe I'll just drop the cursed ones. How does the cursed ones even work? I'm assuming they aren't good. Oh, that's right. It causes you to level teleport. And level teleport, when you have teleport control, does what? Can you choose a level? With teleport control, it's an incredibly useful tool. I'm keeping those then. Yeah, you can just type the level, I think. You can say, I'm going to level 3. That rings a bell. I just haven't done that in a long time. If you have teleport control, if you attempt to teleport to a level below Malok's Sanctum, you'll instead be teleported to the vibrating square level. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping it. The cursed scrolls of teleportation are actually quite good. Okay. That might actually be a good use case for these cursed scrolls of blank paper, even potentially. I mean, what to dish to? I mean, I would love to try more alchemy, but I think I need some like gain energy or something. Object detection, can that be used in alchemy? I might just ditch some potions. They're so heavy. If they aren't useful in alchemy. Usually I have the idea of, well, if it's not a useful potion, I'll save it for holy water making later. But I have so much of that I got 2 regular water that I could always deal with it. Well, let's check. Can use object detection. You cannot use object detection in alchemy. I'm just going to ditch that. Object detection. What about see invisible? Did I look that one up? You can make see invisible, but it's not an ingredient for alchemy. This thing is cursed. Let's just ditch that too. Booze, I think you can use as an ingredient. You can make confusion with booze and enlightenment. You can make hallucination with booze and gain level or gain energy. That doesn't seem that useful, really. Well, that could get me the enlightenment, though, right? No, it can be used with enlightenment to get confusion, which can in turn be used for something, I think. That can be used with gain energy to try to get enlightenment. It seems like a circle. Okay, so multiple paths to enlightenment. I almost feel the way this game is, I almost feel like that statement I just said was intentional by the Nethack devs. There's multiple paths to enlightenment. I don't know. Might not be the case. Cursed speed. Is speed useful at all? Speed you can use. Yeah, you can use healing plus speed to make extra healing, so maybe that's useful to keep. I'm just gonna ditch these 2 for now. Hopefully that helps. I don't know if it will. See invisible, object detection. Yeah, I'm still burdened. I don't know, do I need quite such a large pile of daggers? Maybe I'll ditch those. Just like 5 of them. I feel like they could come in such handy though if I'm out of magic. I need a ranged weapon. Pack ratting this. Probably don't need quite as much food. I don't know. Let's drop the eggs. Why not? Eggs. I never eat the eggs because I've had some bad experiences before. I don't really know what the whole deal is with them, but I think I ate one once and it was a cockatrice egg and I just died or something crazy like that. I don't know. Maybe there's just regular eggs too, and maybe it would say cockatrice egg since I've identified it. I don't know. I'll just drop them anyway because they're too confusing to me that I just never eat them. I could drop a single food ration perhaps. That could help a little bit. I really want the cream pies. I mean, you can blind people with them, but I don't know. Tin of Yeti meat. Now, why are these blank papers in different slots? They're all uncursed. Destroy armor, curse destroy armor, curse enchant armor. One of these scare monsters, perhaps. Boots of levitation. I have a ring of levitation. The boots are cursed too, so that's not fantastic. I mean, I can always uncurse them. A potion of levitation, which I plan to use with alchemy. I do have a ring of levitation. The only thing is sometimes you want to have 2 rings that do other effects, and then just slap on some boots. That could be useful in some scenarios. Let's drop a couple of these wands. I don't really care about all these magic missiles. Maybe I'll keep one of them. I will take out the lower charged ones. Drop both those. E and J. Okay, still burdened. Let's go back to the wands. Light wand. Sometimes it is nice to have. That's the problem. I'm always like, sometimes everything's nice to have. Slow monster, speed monster. I don't think I need a stupid crystal ball. They're like useless, right? Let me read up on that again. I remember they're very heavy and they're like next to useless. They can tell you potentially where like a special level is relative to your current location. So you have to make an intelligence check. If you fail it, a bad thing happens. I should be good with the intelligence check. If you pass it, you can attempt to search for anything other than you can search for an item, monster, or trap. But if you search for anything other than those things, you will instead receive a random message hinting at the location of some of these special locations. That might be fun to just use right now, and then I could just drop it. All right, so what do I do here? I guess I just apply it, right? Is there any serious risk of failing the intelligence? No, it's a D20 roll. And I have 22 intelligence. Okay. Yeah, let's just try for the heck of it. Oh wait, what do I have to search for? Search for anything other than an item, monster, or trap. Like, what is the prompts though? I guess let's just try and see. Monster or symbol. So if I search for something other than an item, monster, or trap, such as stairs or dungeon feature. Let's do the dungeon feature, like downstairs, like greater than symbol. You see the Wizard of Yendor's tower far away. Leoncito 2 turns to flee. Why is he fleeing? Does the crystal ball scare him? Anyway, the Wizard of Yendor's tower. What the heck is that? Why would that be the message? Let me just look at this. That's like the end game stuff, right? You go in the portal. Yeah. That's interesting that it tells me that. I guess it tells you a random one. Random special location. Okay. So I know it's far away from dungeon level 23. Sure, that pretty much what you would expect. And far away means it's a dungeon level difference of 8 to 10. Greater than 8 to 10. Yeah, let's try it again. You see a castle below you. So the castle is... It didn't say just below. That means it is greater than 1, but no greater than the above number. What above number? Oh, I don't know the answer to that. Greater than 1, but no greater than the what? I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Maybe it means no greater than 8 to 10. So I think it's telling me that the castle is like something like 2 to 10 levels below me, something like that. That's probably not very helpful. Oh, I guess I'll use it again for the heck of it. You see Medusa's lair below you. Okay, it's the same category, Medusa's lair. All right, so both of those are not too super far away is all I know. I'm just going to drop it at this point. It's so heavy. Leoncito, why are you fleeing? What's going on? He whines. Why is he whining? Does he need food? Your tame dog is hungry, caught in a trap, confused, scared, or at low tameness. I mean, he seems to be scared because he's fleeing. I don't know why he's scared. Let's put on the towels. Any monster around? Already wearing some lenses. Could this be a shop? A Leucotherium? Oh, it's a priestess. Okay. Ptah is not my god, though, and I can't convert it with a priestess there, right? Leucotherium. Yeah, I don't know what scared him. Poor Lancito, though. I'm going to take out my stethoscope and take a look at him. He is tame and scared. A little bit hurt. Level 9. Lancito the second, by the way. Did I just auto picked up? Jeez. Well, I can drop all that stuff again. Might want to get into a practice of putting stuff in a chest and locking it so random monsters don't pick up these wands that I'm dropping. Now I'm burdened again. So what else did I pick up? Oh, the crystal ball again. Let's just use it again for the heck of it. You can't see the crystal ball. I'm blind. Did I use a charge? No. See a castle below you. I guess I'm going to get the same messages, but I'm just going to use it up for the heck of it. Castle below you. Okay. Here's a chest. Now I could probably try my new idea. It's not a new idea in general in the world. What the heck? I just never do it. But I'm feeling like I'd feel better if I did. Well, identify. All right. Normally I love those, but now I'm just kind of like, eh. I can identify naturally. I'm gonna put this stuff all in the chest. How do I do this? Loot. Put stuff in. I will put in a bunch of junk. And I'll throw away the key. No. All right, Leucotherium. Where is it? You feel sluggish. That's from anti-magic field. Zapping away some of my power. We've got a stone giant. Yeah. Hello. Well, I just got paralyzed. I'm okay, though. That could have been bad. Stone giant corpse. Worthless glass. Zap the Leucotherium. Alright, I guess it's pretty late. I'm probably going to wrap up the stream in 5 or 10 minutes. What does the Leucotherium actually do? An herbivore, quadruped. Usually all these quadruped types are just like, they don't give you any special abilities for eating them. They're just large and meaty. I'll eat the stone giant for the heck of it. You have a hard time getting it all down. Yep. Eating giants will do that. If you have a forbidding feeling because of this priest, yeah, sure. Priestess. Potion of Sea Invisible, tripe ration, some gold. Uh-oh. Scroll over to chat web. Look at this. A wraith here. I'm blind and deaf. Deafening roar is one of those traps that summons things. Well, the wraith is good because I can eat it and level up, but I don't like where I am right now. I might just teleport away. So I can zap it from a distance. And I need to confirm that if I use my Amulet of Magical Breathing to eat beyond my capacity, and if I do vomit, will I still get the ability from eating the Wraith Corpse? The ability would be the by ability I mean gaining a level, which is what I would really like to make happen here. Then I can end this stream with all the levels I need to get into the quest, if it even leaves the corpse. So let me just check Amulet of Magical Breathing. You will vomit voluminously. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's clearly stated here. Well, maybe I'll teleport away and let myself get hungry enough to be able to eat a wraith. So I can hit Control T to get out of here. Oh. It already said, or I'm already in the mode of selecting where I want to teleport. I just kind of by blind luck. No, did I hit escape or something? What happened? Can't seem to move the cursor. I'm hitting down into the wall just so I don't waste a turn. If I like hit up left, I'll move there. Maybe I hit escape. All right, so Control T it is then. Where do you want to be teleported? I will go to the upstairs because it's far away, and I could just go upstairs too. Okay, so yeah, it did cost 30 power to do. Let's apply the unicorn horn. You can see again, you can hear again. So yeah, I guess I'll rest a while. Now my prayer timeout that I took note of. Oh, I'm already at that beyond the 95% confidence interval. I could just try praying again. Try to get that crowning to happen. Now, even though I lost 5 alignment from that blunder of attacking while standing on Elbereth, Stethoscope said I'm still piously aligned, which is what you have to be, right? I can check again on myself. Piously chaotic. Let me deal with the Wraith first. I mean, I don't think it has any risk. I don't know. I feel like if I'm about to go into a fight that I want to be a little careful about. Maybe it's good to have the prayer ready just in case. I don't think the Wraith is going to cause any issue. Where do you want to be teleported? Sorry. Where am I? No, really, where am I? There, I couldn't find myself. No, don't do that. Christ. I'll identify. Is there anything I could identify even? All right. So how much power do I want to have before I fight the wraiths? I don't know. Let's have like an abundance of it. Let's go for like 50. Here comes an X. What is it? A Zan or something? A Zan. I'll throw some daggers at it. They scratch your left boot. It's always your left boot. Lucastherium. I'm trying to run down my hunger though too, aren't I? Yeah, I should get once it gets below satiate, I think I'll feel better. So I should put on another ring to drain my hunger faster. In that case. Something that's not gonna cause a problem, ideally. I don't know, regeneration is fun to have, I guess. Increased damage is fun to have, sure. Why do you want to be teleported? The lizard had a bow. Was it carrying the bow around in its mouth? Bow and arrow. And a bow, that is. I guess I'll put on the amulet just in case. And also that should drain my hunger. Drain my nutrition even faster, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely getting tired here. Right now I'm burdened, so I don't know. Apparently didn't put on the ring of increased damage ever. Okay, and put into the bag a, I don't know. Put the mono polymorph. All right, I'm no longer satiated. Let's go down and just kill this thing. The wraith is still where it was before. Coming this way, isn't it? Coming through the door, Wraithy? Nope. Out of the way, iguana. Here he comes. Get out of the way, dog. Lancito, out of the way. Shut. Lancito. Out of the way, Lancito. Out of the way. Oh my god. All right. Zap. Magic missile. Boom. You destroy it. That's it. Wraith corpse. Here we go. Yeah. You feel more experienced. Welcome to level 15. You feel more sensitive. What does that one mean? Wizard level 15 does what? Oh, it's warning. Cool. I have innate warning. So I will see little red numbers outside of my field of vision to indicate the difficulty of monsters that are around. I can feel them now. I think the monk character class starts with that, or they get it at a very low level, like at 3 or something. So cool, we ate a wraith. Hooray. Eating wraiths is the way to do it. All right. So I'm going to just maybe finish exploring this level and wrap up the stream in a moment. Yeah. Orc zombie. That's some more money. Another orc zombie. Your pack shakes violently. What's going on here? Oh, this magic trap. I gotta remember that. What if your pack shakes violently though? I'm scared. Yeah, right, Dan. I have Spider-Man spider sense. Yeah. Your pack shakes violently. Is that like a random message at all? It might just be that. Yeah, I think it's just a random message. If you look at the magic trap, I should have been careful about stepping on there again, by the way. There's some random messages that do nothing, like you suddenly yearn for your distant homeland, or a shiver runs up and down your spine, your pack shakes violently. You suddenly yearn for Cleveland. What? You smell hamburgers. Oh, these are all odd feelings. Well, odd feeling messages, I guess. Okay. All right, so that did nothing that time. All right, but I got a scroll of enchant weapon, which is very interesting. Yeah. I'll drop that. Lancito eats his tripe. That's what Lancito does. Yeah, let's identify the scroll of enchant weapon, see if it's blessed, whatever. Uncursed. What I'm thinking of doing, this would be a nice way to wrap up the stream. I'm gonna make it blessed with holy water. And then I'm gonna roll the dice on Magic Bane. I'm gonna get it to either +6 or +7. +7 is ideal, but even +6 would be fine. So let's take out some holy water. Okay. We dip enchant weapon to holy water and just read it. That's all we gotta do. All right, now we have a blessed scroll of enchant weapon. Read it up. Glows blue for a moment. I only got the +1, so it's +6. All right, that's fine though. Your right hand itches. Magic Bane suddenly vibrates unexpectedly. Yes, Magic Bane doesn't like magic, but I'm forcing the enchantments upon it. All right, so yeah, this might be the time to call it an evening. Should we poke our heads down the next level? Just because I can't stop playing. Where's Lancito? Is he here? He's not here on this level, is he? Did I? Okay, I don't know where he is. I hope he's not dead. Oh, there he is. He's like right above me. I didn't notice. There's a worm here. Is it a brown worm? Not a purple worm. What's it called? A long worm? Long worm, yeah. All right, that's not a problem. Yeah, let's go downstairs and see what's on the next level. It could be something exciting like the castle or Medusa's lair. Roll of Teaport, huh? Last one. I'll take that. Blessed versus uncursed is blessed just like you have teleport control basically? It won't make a difference if I'm using the ring anyway, I suppose. Thanks, Fluffy. Fluffy says, keep it up, bro. I never made it this far with a wizard. I don't know if I have either. Yeah. This might be the farthest I've gotten with a wizard. A blessed scroll of teleportation gives you a prompt asking if you wish to teleport. I don't know if that really makes a difference. I'll just put in the blessed. All right. Heck was I doing? Still blind for some reason. Let me remove the magical breathing and stuff like that. All right, there we go. Down we go. Oh, looks like another ordinary level. We're on the tower. Oh, is that a hive or something? A nymph, a tiger, a centaur, and a hive. What do you get? Royal jelly from these guys? I feel like that's a good source of food. I think it's like very... I don't remember why it's good. It is, it's very light. If you look at the stats for it, it gives you 200 nutrition, only 1 turn to eat, and it weighs 2. Whereas if you look at a food ration, while it does give you 4 times the nutrition, it weighs 10 times as much. Man, royal jelly is a nice snack to pop in your mouth quickly. One turn to eat. It's very light. How does it compare to like the K rations? Okay. Yeah, K rations more better bang for the buck as far as speed of eating them, but I think the royal jelly is the best nutrition for the weight. All right, but I'm not gonna go. I'm tempted to go clean out the bees, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna call it an evening. Excuse me. Yeah, so more progress for Ooga the Wizard, who is now in a channel. Oh, yeah, I can go back up to the quest. Isn't that what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next, actually. I guess I might as well clear out this level and then go back up. Because I'm level 15 now. I can do it. To take notes here. Let's see. To do after today, which is November 19th. You know, clear out Hive, go back up to Wizard Quest. Excuse me. Can retry prayer soon, or crowning, or pretty much now. Pretty much now. Can blank extra healing spell book. And write another spell. Excuse me, I'm just getting really scratchy in the throat suddenly, but probably a good thing I'm signing off. All right. Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching me play some Nethack again. I probably wouldn't be playing Nethack without you, because I wouldn't stay up late on a weeknight playing this by myself. Anyway, yeah, so I appreciate you guys, such as Fluffy Bubbles and Dan the Man and Eric Johnson and Arturo. And earlier we had Ryan, and I think that's everybody covered. So yeah, definitely gonna keep plugging away at this. My intention is every old game stream will be Nethack until I die or beat it with this wizard. And maybe with the exception of my annual Commodore Christmas stream. But for Saturday night streams, I might be taking another break with those for a while because I got a lot of sort of stuff going on. I got 2 family events this Saturday and then the one after that. Actually, what I have every Saturday after Thanksgiving, or basically the day after Black Friday, I host a big board game gathering at my home and just kind of geek out marathon style. I call it Evil Saturday because I figure Black Friday sounds dark and evil, so let's keep going with that name and call it Evil Saturday. The day after Black Friday is Evil Saturday. So that's my big board game day. I've been doing that every year. This is the 18th annual Evil Saturday board game. Anyway, yeah, basically I'm not going to be streaming for the next 2, I believe, Saturdays. But that's all. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you next time. Yeah, it'll probably be, the next time will probably be Tuesday, continuing this very Nethack run. That'll be the next time you see me, most likely. All right. Thanks again, guys. Good night. Bye.